down the white hallway, all my friends were like, bro, what a cool necklace. But when I went down MLK, them niggas talking about me something serious.
Like when we were kids, we used to put quarters in our shoes to call our parents after skating. Did you put quarters in foreskin?
I'm Jason, uncircumcised.
Are there any real Canadian people that are dope?
We just talked for 2 hours. What do you need us there to fucking entertain you for?
Hey, don't be a dickhead. If you're gonna save up the money that it takes to buy an engagement ring, right? You're gonna make this fucking elaborate, oh, we're gonna go to Alaska and there's gonna be a white whale coming up through the fucking ice. And at the time he does it, I'm gonna say, will you marry me? And the bitch says no.
My school was built on a farm, and I thought I was a gangster motherfucker.
Just when I need a woman to tell me what Father's Day is about.
That's Father Aziz's Day.
Nurses and teachers, that's my MO. Your dance moves definitely don't say
Nurses and
Italian.
teachers, that's my
motherfucker.
Tell me when and when I can't have a boner.
I never slept with anybody from my high school.
You ain't gonna be able to date her. She'll be texting the kids.
The gay bar I used to go to was called The Shaft. And can I have some pussy, please?
Atlanta, Montreal, and Kansas City. Broadcasting on Twitch TV. You're listening to the 80 Proof Podcast with Chris Rucker, J-Bomb, and Ad Meyer. So grab a drink. We're live.
Welcome. 80 Proof, episode 6 here on patreon.com/80 Proof. I'm Rucker here with your boys, J-Bomb and Admire. We are live on a Thursday, and your boy is a bit intoxicated.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
All right. That's how I like to start Thursdays.
Fuck yes.
Cheers, boys.
Aye, aye.
Come on, mate. Yeah, cheers. All right. One day till Friday, 2 days till the weekend.
Friday Eve. Friday is the weekend.
Shit, my vacation started 4 hours ago.
Motherfuckers on vacation?
I'm on vacation.
This time next Thursday, I'll be packing. Well, no, I'll be probably live by myself since you two fuckers won't be here. I'm gonna do a one-man fucking Chris Rucker show on Patreon. Ask me, what do they call it? Ask me anything at AMA.
And it's gonna be your birthday episode too, and we won't be here for you.
Yeah, because you fucking, you know, y'all complain that I don't say the L word, but clearly y'all don't fucking love me, or else you'd be here for my birthday episode. I only turned 40 once, and you cocksuckers won't be here.
Well,
Admiral, are you going to Vegas?
No.
Oh, and really, no one's gonna be there.
Oh, there'll be people there.
Who's going to
There'll
Vegas?
be
Is anybody from the 80
midgets
Proof
and-
going?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Well, didn't you say Spot was gonna go?
No, he'll be out of the country. He said he was going to try to swing it, but him and his wife are going out of the country. And I didn't ask CNR again. Like, I told them about it once, and I kind of haven't really told anybody. I've told everybody about it once, and then I just kind of left it alone. Like, I feel like if you want to go, you'll go. Like, when I told you about it, you'd have made plans then, and if you don't, then you don't. It is what
Be
it
there or
is.
be square.
Yeah, it's
Fair enough.
not hip to be square.
fair enough.
Americans
Yes.
leave the country. Yes, I have some updates about leaving the country involving me. I think that'll be fun. later.
Oh, you gonna get some culture?
First off, fuck you, because Southern poutine is way better than that shit you eat. I can promise you.
Okay, bud.
I saw you and Steph do the little shit emoji reaction to my Southern poutine.
It looked like
I
ass.
can promise you, when I come to Canada, and I will be coming to Canada,
Mhm.
and I try your poutine,
Mhm.
spit it out.
Okay, but don't
I
go
don't give
to
a fuck if it's the best thing ever. Just on principle, I'm gonna spit it out.
just don't go to Toronto or BC and try the poutine and go, oh, this is crap. Come to Quebec because the rest of Canada doesn't know what they're doing either. You're just as
Doesn't
bad as
matter
the
what
Yanks.
part of the country I go to. Whatever part of the country I go to, I'm gonna shit on it.
But poutine
Just on
doesn't exist
principle.
anywhere but Quebec. The rest of it is trash.
Well, do you have Southern poutine? No, you don't. You know why? Because you don't deep fry your cheese curds.
We can. I'm sure there is a poutine that exists here that does that.
But you've never had it.
I don't think your
Look,
cheese curds
Steph
are
in
real
the chat
cheese
said
curds.
it looked like trash.
God damn it,
No.
it looked like trash.
It's your national food, and we do it better than you.
How can it look like trash? It's literally French fries, cheese, and gravy.
Your
I don't
gravy, your
understand.
gravy looked like diarrhea.
It didn't taste like diarrhea.
And you know what? I've been eating poutine for a while, and I've posted pictures.
Actually,
over
you've
the
never
last
had
2
it.
years.
You've never had it.
And you guys, for being
There's
your
a Canadian in the
national
chat
food,
that knows fucking her taste buds are awesome. She's doing the little fucking licking her lips emoji.
It's
Your
not
wife.
our national food, bruv.
Yeah, it is. It's the only thing you're famous for in Canada.
I've never seen one of you go eat it somewhere and post a picture.
Exactly.
Because when we eat it, it's just so normal that we don't think
It's
of
shit.
taking a picture.
It's not
You're-
share
you're-
worthy.
you're
when you
embarrassed
eat
of it.
Not
Yeah,
embarrassed of it. No.
It's not share worthy. It's one of those things where the thought and the talk of it is better than it actually is.
No. You are
Yeah.
you are incorrect.
You only go to eat poutine, as you call it, at your pub just
No.
because you're Canadian.
We don't,
That's it. That's the only reason you do it. Not because you like it.
you don't get poutine in a pub here. You have to go to a casse-croûte. It's like a fucking shithole fry stand on the side of the road.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so that's why we're better again. We can order a beer with our Putin.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is that your Putin sucks dick.
That's what this place was. It was an old Irish pub. You could smoke cigarettes inside of it,
You know,
which is gross, I thought.
you know who's got better
Uh,
barbecue? My pub down the street.
Sure. Okay. Well,
All right.
the difference is we don't give a fuck about you saying that because we know it's not true. You know that our Putin's better than yours.
Ours is as good as
Okay.
Vladimir. Okay,
I've been Putin for years.
ours drives gas prices up.
Little house cleaning. We've decided to change a couple things up. If you were at the show or tuned into the show on Monday, you noticed there was no after Zoom. Why, you ask? Because we feel like the Zoom should be special. And the only
Mondays
way to
suck.
make Zoom special, and because Monday's trash,
Yeah, they're trash.
the only way to make the Zoom special is to have them under the Patreon umbrella. If you're here for the Patreon, we'll post a link in the Patreon where you can see it. And we were free to Zoom on a Thursday, Friday Eve. All three hosts will be here. It'll be a good time. Other thing, you're paying for this. You don't share it with anybody. How are we gonna grow if everybody's getting it for free? I don't think you can share it with anybody, but I think you can.
I don't know if you can. I'm not sure. I tried it. I was able to, but I'm a host.
Are we
Yeah,
big enough
and
now
then-
that people are stealing our content?
I mean,
I think so because there's
it kind of
usually
feels
more
cool if we get
people-
pirated, though.
Like, I noticed the last time there was more people in the chat than there was that subscribed. That's all I'll say.
Well, yeah. And then if you go back and rewatch, you'll see like 20 something views when we don't
Yeah.
have 20 something subscribers.
Yeah, but I think if you, in devil's advocate here, if you do watch it again, it's another view. They're not unique views.
I doubt any of these people go back and watch us. I don't know if you do.
Actually, Gossip
Tell us.
called Steph the other day. We were texting back and forth about Jeff's birthday because Jeff's birthday is coming up on the 9th. And
okay, because his is more important than mine. Fuck off.
we've talked about.
How's he going to be 74? He's
Okay.
only got one ball. He's old as fuck.
Yeah,
That guy.
what's his special birthday treat? He gets out of the basement.
Nothing, guys. I was just trying to say something nice about Steph. She missed the show on Monday and listened to it on Tuesday, and she started texting me about it, saying, "Oh, for Jeff's birthday, we're gonna go axe throwing." Because the joke I made about axe throwing being gay. So, like, that's a nice thing to hear somebody who misses a show live and goes back and listens to it.
What else she got to do? She's a fucking masseuse.
Oh, come on, let's give her some props. I mean, that's
She probably accidentally watched it again.
Yeah, really. It ain't that she went back and watched it live. The shit was playing on a loop because she didn't know how to exit.
We're joking, Steph. We love you.
We're really not, though. It's probably what happened.
well, Rucker's still in Nashville mode. I see.
Oh my God. Oh, I forgot one part of the story.
Oh, here we go. All right.
So after SummerSlam, all hell broke loose, right? Now, I do this thing where I go to these big fucking wrestling events and I leave during the main event because I try to beat the traffic, right?
So
I was trying
that's
to
some
get to
old
the
man
bar.
Rucker shit right there, bud.
Yeah, I was trying to get to the bar where everybody was meeting up at. I didn't want to deal with 40,000 other people, so I leave. And I call me an Uber. It says Uber will be here in 15 minutes. So I go to where the Uber drop-off point is. You know what Uber does? Some bitch drives right past me. And I'm waving at him. Like, yo. So I call him. I said, you just drove right by me. He goes, okay, I'm going to turn around. He says, okay, I'm going to turn around. You know what happens? My Uber gets canceled. He didn't turn around. Motherfucker left. He saw all that traffic. He's like, fuck that. So I get another Uber. I wait like 10 minutes. That Uber cancels. Get another one that says 15. I'm like, fuck. The bar's a mile and a half away. By this time,
You
the
should've
main
walked.
event's over. People are filing out, right?
Oh no.
Should have stayed.
So I'm like, what is that? I'm watching it on the Peacock on my phone. And I look over.
This
and
guy's
I
at
see a
SummerSlam
knight
watching it on Peacock from the parking lot. Come
I see a
on, guy.
knight in shining armor. You know those little fucking scooters that you pay for to get on?
Yeah.
I was like,
A bird
fuck
scooter.
Yes. I was so drunk, right? I was like, there's no fucking way I can walk a mile and a half to this bar. I get over there. I download the app. I put my money in. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I scan the little fucking barcode. The motherfucker is shut down from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. They don't let you drive them when you're drunk.
Bro, kudos to you for figuring that out when you're drunk, man. I find it so hard to figure out how to like download an app, and make a login, and put your credit card in and all that shit when you're drunk, man.
It's funny you say that because I skipped past the fucking part about it taking like 15 minutes for me to do that.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I finally do it, I was like, yes. And then I fucking scan it, and it's like these don't work from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Wow.
And I ended up walking my drunk ass to the bar from there.
Wow, you walked a mile.
Did a mile and 1.3 miles, I think.
Oh
is what it
wow.
was.
That's
Yeah.
a legit little walk when you're drunk at the end
I
of
was
the night.
booking, and then I get there, and the big black bouncer from Coyote Ugly's just sitting in this chair. I'm like, you're not even gonna fucking stand up, Tyrone? You're just gonna fucking take my fucking ID from there? He let me in though, and then it was fun after that.
Man,
Hell broke loose again later, but whatever.
Walking through Nashville is not a safe place.
I'm black.
Is it not a safe place?
From my experience in Nashville, man, there's homeless people everywhere, and there's a lot of crime.
Actually, Rucker, you just mentioned something, and I don't want to sound inappropriate. Is it less frightening if you're black walking down the street like that?
I was just being funny,
Okay.
but I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I went to Atlantic City, and I was like 2 blocks up from the Strip walking, and me and my wife were in a fight, and she was about 6 or 7 paces ahead of me. And we got we got hollered at by like every single person on the block being like, you don't let that bitch out your sight here. You don't let that bitch out your sight. And I was like, oh, I'm a little nervous.
Who said that to you?
Every single person walking down the street, man. Like from their car. I mean, I don't know if you've been to Atlantic City before, but like 2
That's
blocks.
in Jersey.
Yeah, 2 blocks from the Strip, you're pretty much looking at like boarded up homes, and
Yeah, Jersey fucking sucks anyway.
it's pretty rough around there. Pretty rough.
No, I mean, I was with 10,000 of my closest white friends. So
you're fine.
I feel like if somebody were to get shot, it'd probably be them before me. So I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah, but if
'Cause, you
somebody
know,
got
white people,
arrested, it
y'all-
would have been you.
Yeah, y'all run to the trouble. You know, you don't run away from it. Like if I hear gunfire, I go the opposite direction. White people are like, "What's going on?"
Better go check that with my rubber neck.
Yeah. And then they get shot.
Good.
Black
Really?
people get shot in the back because they're running away. White people get shot in the head because they're going towards it. That's usually
fire.
how it happens.
No one's gonna hurt me. I'm entitled. Let me go see what this one is. Yeah.
Right?
How dare
Excuse
they
me,
shoot
I'm
me?
white. Do you mind putting that gun down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna call the manager if you don't put that fucking gun up.
Seriously, I got 911 on speed dial, bitch.
We can say we want. This is Patreon. We just can't show nipples. Don't do it, Jay.
I won't
We're
do
gonna
it.
get shut down
I
again.
wouldn't do it.
We're a week removed from the first ever 80 proof. You know, fuck a Bella Danger.
Who?
Viewed
I
our
was really hoping
story.
I was hoping that she viewed it. Fucking
The
come
least
in
she
for the
could have did
interview.
was reshared it. You know, you don't even have to come on for an interview. Just reshare it to your fucking hundreds of thousands of people. You won. You know, what's a reshare button gonna hurt?
Yeah.
When we get famous, we're gonna rub that in her face. Be like, you're banned from this show.
You know what? I hope if I get famous, we rub something else in her face. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
That's what you're
buddy.
gonna say, right, buddy? All right.
Yeah, that's where I was going. I don't even have to be famous.
I'm just joking, honey. I'm just joking.
Would your wife let you, Jay?
I don't know. I
You got
mean,
famous?
if she drives a Chevrolet,
boy. Oh boy,
A Cavalier?
You'd be like, sorry, baby, it was a Cavalier.
no one could resist, right?
Leave that woman alone. She was fucking living her best life when she was younger.
Yeah, she's a saint.
She wasn't that night.
No.
She's a
She
heathen.
did some sinning.
I'm okay with it. We sin.
Have
too.
you talked about what position it was that she was in? She was
Let's just leave it at that. All
on
right?
it? What?
No, we're done.
You could just say no. I haven't. You don't have to get an attitude.
No,
That's
I
fine.
haven't. And now, I didn't.
And now you want to know.
No,
Now
I-
you're curious.
No, I didn't have one in mind. Now I have like 6. Like and 7, 8. All right. Patreon Thursday.
Turning you on though, isn't it? That's weird.
I mean a little bit, but like whatever. Yeah.
So who all do we have in here? Where's Joey? He's always here.
Yeah, Joey's usually here.
Joe's probably at his fucking cabin in the middle of Colorado.
Yeah.
I hate that you can't see the participants. Does anybody else? Like I go to participants, it shows me 2. It shows me and Marshmallow. That's it.
I just know who's here from who said something.
The
Steph,
chat.
Yeah, if they're not active,
Steph,
then we
your
don't know
wife,
they're here.
Steph, your wife, Raina.
Yeah, if you're in
It
the
says
chat,
7
say what's
people
up.
watching.
If you're in the chat,
It
say
says
what's
7
up.
people watching.
All right, so we got a show tonight. We're gonna play What in the Butt. It's one of Admire's games. We got a Brittany Griner update. Actually, I have an anecdote on one of the subjects, even though it wasn't mine. Faking to leave work or school early. What else we got there? I'm in who?
Shumpert.
Okay, that's somebody we're gonna talk about. I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah.
And a TikToker went to prison. I'm hoping I know who it is.
I had a buddy that came from out of town that I hung out with today.
Yeah, you said he's from Indonesia.
That was a real
No,
story.
he's from here. And we can make this quick. So he was from here. He was in my my backyard wrestling federation. He went to school with my best friend Brent, church and all that. That's how we all kind of knew each other. So after high school, he went to college to become a teacher, and then I guess couldn't find a job here and ended up going to Vietnam and teaching over there, right? Went from teaching in Vietnam to then moving to, is it Cairo or Cairo? Cairo's the syrup.
Cairo's in
So I
Egypt.
guess Cairo.
Cairo.
Egypt. He's starting over there next year to be the assistant vice principal, I think is what he said it was. Over there, him and his girlfriend just bought an apartment. He's talking about the money. But yeah, guys staying in fucking Vietnam. Like, Jay, you talk about your restrictions and shit like that for COVID. We were sitting there at the bar, you know, just hanging out. We were talking, and he's like, you don't understand. Like, in Vietnam, they literally had motherfuckers, military police, like up and down the street, making sure you didn't go outside to walk your dog. They basically told them, let your dog shit in the house, put it in the trash can, and somebody will be by on Tuesday to get it.
Wow.
Like, could not leave their fucking house. Like they were basically, you talk about a quarantine, and they talk about, this is months. This isn't fucking a couple weeks. I was telling him in America, I was like, it was 2 months here, you know, for the most part, and then we were back in fucking business. And he ended up wanting to leave there because, you know, he's like, I didn't fucking sign up for this. And then ends up in fucking Egypt, says that the pyramids are like 2 miles from his house. The fucking pyramid.
It's crazy though. If you see pictures of the pyramids from the other angle, they're like the Hollywood sign in Hollywood.
Right.
They're right
That's funny.
there.
I seen a picture of the pyramids yesterday, and there's the whole city, and then there's a pyramid behind it that is just fucking massive. Like,
Yeah.
It's wild. The two
it would
main
blow
ones.
my mind to see that shit.
Yeah, the two main ones. You see every photo with the desert behind them, but if you just walk to the other side of the pyramid and take a shot, there's a full fucking whatever century we're in fucking city right there.
Yeah. He was telling me about like the cost of stuff over there, and he said, you know, it's this many whatever the fucking
Rupees,
Egyptian money shit is over there. And I was like, well, how much is that in America? And he's like, it's like $870 a month for a fucking 3-bedroom apartment with the fucking view of the pyramids in the background.
That's pretty good.
And I was like, well, you know, you don't have to tell me how much money you make, but like, he goes, well, in America, I'd have to basically dedicate a third of my paycheck, a third of my monthly income to rent. He's like, over here, it's like 7-8%. And that's it.
Yeah. But my feeling is for him, you know, he's still working at a place that Americans probably aren't very liked. That's what
I mean, he didn't tell me anything about like anything like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was saying that
Egypt is not like that.
Good over there. Like he was a sought after teacher over there because he was good at his job or whatever. And one of his old bosses works in another country that I don't know how much I can say because like some of it was kind of like a wink and a nudge, you know, like, hey, see you in a couple years type thing, tampering and shit like that, right? But he was saying one of his old bosses was basically like trying to get him to go over there. He went another way. Him and his girlfriend, they live together. They get a dog. Check this out. They have I can't remember what he called it. It was called like a escape rescue or some shit like that. So basically over there, what they do is there's guys that walk through neighborhoods, shoot a dog with electrical rod, kidnap the dog to basically have it for food, sell it for food, right? Well, his dog got away, but they had tape on the dog's mouth, and he was running around with tape so much that it was starting to eat away around his mouth, and like flies were eating it and shit. So he ended up the dog ended up getting called on by somebody. They reported it, went to a vet. The vets are trying to get him back. He's like, his dog's all scarred up and shit and has PTSD like a motherfucker. Like, Jesus. Sees a fly, freaks out. Sees people, freaks out. Because these people fucking were mean as shit to him. Like, it was the craziest fucking shit I'd ever heard. But some kind of way his dog escaped and he's got a fucking...
What a gangster.
Want to be... Yeah.
There is a crazy dog problem in Egypt. Like here in Canada, it's pretty common to adopt dogs from Egypt.
Just like real quick, I don't know if he didn't say if that was in Egypt or if that was in Vietnam. I want to say that was in Vietnam, probably.
Sounds like Vietnam.
If they were gonna eat the dog, I would imagine.
Well, Egypt's rough, man, for animals. There's strays everywhere. They're killing dogs, cats, whatever you name it, left, right, and center. It's a big movements here in Canada to get street dogs off out of Egypt, but I don't know. Egypt seems like a fucking cool place, though. Out of all those kind of countries from, you know, back in the day that I'd like to maybe one day see, Egypt's up there.
Yeah, for sure. Like, them pyramids are huge. And if you ever read the shit behind them, like how much time it would take even a company now to build those, it's like hundreds of years. Yeah.
Aliens.
Like, how do you explain how symmetrical and perfect they are for an uncivilized time period? Like, it's crazy.
Marshmallow, the federal government just made it illegal to bring them in. Link me that, because I don't know if that's true. I'm curious. I'd like to fact check that.
Gossip Column says definitely on the bucket list. So the other thing that he told me was I'm invited to come anytime I want.
Nice.
And he says if you get a ticket right now to go next month, it's like $2 to $3 grand, right?
Per
But if you
person?
book it, yeah. But if you book it 6 months out, it's like $700.
Are you going to be
And
able
it's
to
like-
fly across the big pond?
I mean, he told me, he said it was 10 hours. He said basically you fly past Egypt and you land over here somewhere, and then you fly 2 hours back, or you can fly to like Paris, stay there for a couple nights, and then fly there. So
Wee.
Well, look, everything I've heard about Egypt, I have a friend who's Egyptian, is if you have the opportunity to go there with somebody you know, absolutely do it, because traveling on your own as an American or a Canadian, it could be pretty rough, especially if you're with a woman. But if you have somebody that could show you around, man, I would take advantage of that. Somewhere to stay too.
Is Egypt one of them countries that still believes in the old traditions?
You can't walk alone as a female. No.
Right.
Yeah. And even like, because my buddy was dating an Egyptian girl, and they're Christian Egyptians, which probably make up like, I don't know, I would say maybe a third, maybe less of the population. And he was not allowed to go with her there. And if he did, he was not allowed to walk with her because she's free range.
What's their other big one?
They're Muslims. They're Muslims. Yeah, they're Muslims. But that's like a scam and a half place. I mean, it's a tourist place. I don't know, I'm not gonna say it's like dangerous, but I mean, like, you got to be pretty savvy. You got to know what's going on. And if you have the opportunity to go there with somebody that you know, I mean, fuck, I'm jealous, man. That's a place that I've always wanted to go.
Do it, Rucker.
Should definitely do that.
could you imagine like
You getting
You got
drunk in
the-
Egypt trying to fight
you're
people?
drunk in Egypt, you got the pyramids in the background, and you having sex on top of a Chevrolet Cavalier.
Hey, relax there, okay? You know what you need to do, though? You need to lay down in front of the pyramid like you did with the Eiffel Tower and take a nice cock pic, okay? Or lay down on his two titties, baby.
Or go to fucking Paris and fucking take that same picture with the actual Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. Every single person I know who's been to Paris, though, said it's been a letdown. I'm just going to put that out there.
Really?
Yeah, they say the Eiffel Tower is cool, and a block from the Eiffel Tower is trash, fucking poor central of.
You know what I don't like? I don't like and this has nothing to do with what you're telling me, Jay. This is just in general. I don't like when you get excited about something and people give you a shitty fucking review of it.
Oh, I didn't
right?
mean to. I'm not Ben.
No, not you. I'm
Okay.
saying like people, it ain't just you either. It's like movies, like, oh, you're going to see Avengers. This shit was trash. How about you let me figure out if it's trash or not? If you had a shitty time, I don't want to hear about it. If you had a great time, cool. Tell me all about it. But if you're going to sit here and shit on something that I'm telling you I'm excited about, do me a favor. Shut what we call the fuck up.
Okay, well,
Yeah, like fucking like Vegas. Like if you say you're going to Vegas, people will be like, "Oh, it's fucking trash, man. It's fucking shit."
Oh, kind of like the Poutines in Quebec.
Yeah, but that's true.
Hmm.
They should know.
Okay, the thing about
Yeah.
Paris is I've not been, but I've just heard people say that it's a disappointment when they get there. But again, never been, don't really have an opinion.
This is a different Eiffel Tower, I think she's talking about in the chat.
I didn't want to say it.
What up, Sheena? You want to take our first break? Come back,
Sure, dude.
get into it, dude.
Dude. Yeah, bro.
I don't think I've ever heard you say "dude" before.
I was watching Will Ospreay cut a promo the other day, and he kept saying "bruv," and I was like, "That is so douchey." And then it reminded me of you, Jay, because you say that shit.
That's
all
what
the
they
uh,
time.
say in England.
They say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
he
bro."
kept saying bruv,
And bruz.
and I was like, "This promo is so good until you say bruv."
Bruv is great.
Bruv's cool. Bruv's awesome.
And bruz in Australia. All right, fuck it. I'm reading Sheena's thing. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll fuck around. Penis cock arenas. Be back.
This isn't ASMR.
Hey, it is now.
It is now, motherfucker.
I like it.
Fate, don't fail me now. Oh, take me to the finish line. Oh, my heart, it breaks every step that I take, but I'm hoping at the gates they'll tell me that you're mine. Walking through the city streets, oh, is it by mistake or design? I feel so alone on a Friday night. Can you make it feel like home if I tell you you're mine? It's like I told you, honey. Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough. I don't know why. Keep making me laugh. Let's go get high. The road is long, we carry on. Try to have fun in the meantime. Come and take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. You're like your girl's insane. Choose your last words. This is the last time. 'Cause you and I, we were born to die. Lost, but now I'm found. Oh, I can see that once I was blind. I was so confused as a little child. Tried to take what I could get, scared that I couldn't find all the answers, honey. Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough. I don't know why. Keep making me laugh. Let's go get high. The road is long, we carry on. Try to have fun in the meantime. Come and take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. You're like your girl's insane. Choose your last words. This is the last time. 'Cause you and I, we were born to die. We were born to die. We were born to die. Come and take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. You're like your girl's insane.
Lana.
She's amazing.
She's great.
Lana is the best. Lana number one.
Oh, how I miss that shit though. What a good
We'll
time.
never get it again. We'll never
No.
get Rusev Day either.
No. Were you a fan?
Of?
Lana?
Oh, it's a wrestling thing, Flash.
Oh, no.
Was I a fan of Rusev Day or Lana Day?
Both.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, it was-
I liked Rusev and
It's
Lana.
great, right? Yeah.
I thought they were when she was the Russian that would come out in a little business suit and skirt,
Yes.
and Rusev was the fucking Bulgarian brute.
Yes.
I mean, the Rusev Day and the Lana Day, all that shit was cool, but I don't think they were ever better than that. But I will say this: Summer Rae, when she was doing that with Rusev,
Mhm.
she put Lana to shame wearing that business suit.
Lana doesn't do it for me, to be honest. I mean, she did it as a Russian, but there's something about her, like, in real life that I'm just like, oh,
She's not even Russian. Bitch went to FSU.
no shit. Name's CJ. She's from Florida.
She went to FSU with Jen Sturger, the lady that Brett Favre sent those dick pics 2 years ago.
Oh,
Rich Davis's ex-girlfriend.
Florida State. Burt Kreischer probably was there.
Bert Kreischer.
That fucking guy.
Yo, I watched, I don't know why this is something that I have to do, but I always do it. You guys know who Whitney Cummings is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched her new special on Netflix last night, and
Excuse me.
Whitney Cummings had a show. I want to say it's got to be 10 years ago on NBC. It was called Whitney. And she was kind of,
It was decent.
dude, she was not really well known. And it was her and it was Chris D'Elia,
Yeah.
who was her boyfriend. And then
Didn't he turn out to be like a pedophile or something like that?
No, he was banging just a bunch of chicks and cheating on his wife. And
No, I think it was worse than that. He was like a
No,
pedophile.
he played a character in You that fucked with an underage chick, and then a lot of people said that he must do that since he cheats on his wife.
well, I mean, there were some allegations, but I think they were all
everything's been
debunked.
cleared. He's back to the spotlight.
He's closer to a pedophile than Anthony Anderson is. I promise you.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Sorry again, Anthony. But if you go back and look at that Whitney show, it was Chris D'Elia, Whitney Cummings, the girl who's on Saul, Better Call Saul. She just won an Emmy. She's a hugely successful actress. And then the redhead from it is on Life is Pieces, or Life in Pieces. And yeah, she was successful too. But anyways, getting back to Whitney Cummings, her special before this one was just unwatchable. And actually the first 15 minutes of this special is unwatchable. And then all of a sudden, I got to say, she knocked it out of the park for like the last 45 minutes. If you have an opportunity to watch it, get through the first 50 minutes of cringe, and then it's just really fucking entertaining, man.
Netflix
Netflix.
has so many stand-ups that it's just like you click on that category and you're like, I can see myself watching this. Like there's none to jump. Like there's no new Chappelle's. Like if I
There
see
is a new
Chappelle, I'm
Chappelle on
watching
there.
it. Is it now?
Yeah, he's doing, I think he's doing a talk. It's like an hour talk about his other shows that he did.
Yeah, it talks about his other shows and the controversy he's been through
I
and
could
stuff like
watch. I don't think that would matter to me. I could watch Chappelle talk. Like he's gone. We were talking about Chappelle's show before the show started. I admire me and you, right?
that. Yeah.
He's gone from being such a goofy like little side character in all these movies like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
He was in
Right.
that?
Yeah, he's the blind guy.
No, he wasn't blind, but he
Yeah,
said
he was.
no, he wasn't blind, but the white guy was blind, and the white guy said, Abe Lincoln. He said, did you say Abe Lincoln? Chappelle wasn't blind.
Okay, he hung
He
out
was
with the
in
blind
movies
guy, though.
back then?
Dude,
Yeah.
he was in that. He was in fucking Blue Streak.
I
He
knew
was
Blue
in-
Streak.
Blue
I know
Streak.
Blue Streak.
Yeah, he
Nutty
told me I
Professor.
was dumb and I can't read good.
Oh, he's a Nutty Professor. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the comedian.
Reggie?
Oh, with the hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had the big
yeah,
bucket
yeah.
hat.
Fuck, it's funny because like now that you mention it, I could see it, but yeah.
So he went from doing shit like that to Chappelle's show, which was ridiculously good. But when he was on stuff like Def Comedy Jam, he was more of a goofy, like over the top Jim Carrey type comedian, right? And now, all these years later, he's grown up a little bit. He's graduated to where he could literally just stand on stage and talk calmly and be funny as
Yeah.
fucking hell.
And he's not even he's not
Like-
even trying to be funny.
It's
Yeah.
it's so impressive to watch. Like when you watch somebody like that and they're just talking. And
Yeah, he's
you said,
captivating.
yeah, that's a great fucking word for it. You said he's telling stories about such and such. He's not even trying to be funny, and he probably is. But even if he isn't, like he's a really good storyteller.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember which special it was where he was like, "I'm so good at comedy, I could tell you what the punchline is going to be, and you'll never see it coming." And the punchline was like, "And then I kicked her in the pussy,"
Yeah.
and you didn't see it coming at
Right,
all. Like you're
right.
sitting there listening to him tell the story, and it fucking comes out of nowhere. And you're like, "Oh my god, this motherfucker got me."
Yeah. Dude, my internet has been going in and out all week. So last night it went out for 4 hours. So we broke out the DVD player and I got rid of all my DVDs back in the day. I have like 10 left. One of them is Dave Chappelle Killing Them Softly. And it's one of the greatest stand-ups ever.
The a few years back, I forget when it was. It was before the comedians really took a hit. I want to say it was when Trump was still around, and they kind of said, "It's funny how society switched, where you're getting good moral advice from comedians, and you're getting comedy from politicians."
Mm.
And I thought it was a pretty good little, I don't know, whatever you call it there, pinch of society. But it is cool when you see comedians who you've watched their whole career and then they get to this point where they are just such good talkers, because these
Yeah.
guys have had to, work a crowd where one day you get a great laugh and the next day you get pure silence, and still get themselves out of that situation. Like they're trained to be just specialists. And
I don't think we as people, as a society, like, I think we take for granted, and this may be a bit hyperbolic talking about comedy, but Dave Chappelle, for example, I think we take for granted like the greatness that we witness when we watch somebody go from where he started to where he is now.
Mhm.
Or like sports, you watch fucking Kurt Warner go from a dude that was bagging groceries to like winning the Super Bowl, and you're so ingrained in hating on him or hating that team or not cheering for him that you don't realize the greatness that you're witnessing until it's later.
Mhm.
I don't think we ever like back at like Tiger Woods. I don't think everybody said he was good, but you never like put into not perception, but put into whatever of how good Tiger Woods was while you were watching it. It
Yeah.
was just like,
okay,
He changed the world.
I feel
Right.
like, and maybe this is because I'm Canadian or whatever, but I completely agree with what you're saying. But I felt like Tiger Woods wasn't the best example for that because Tiger Woods literally made golf mainstream.
He made it
He did.
mainstream.
Like you knew
but-
that you knew like 2 tours in, you're like, this is the Michael Jordan of golf. This is this is the greatest of all time.
At least for me and for people that like I watch golf with, you'd be watching and he'd be winning by fucking 15 strokes on Saturday.
yeah, we'd be taking
and
it
you
for
wouldn't
granted.
and you wouldn't even tune in on Sunday. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he's got it won.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, he's doing stuff on Sunday that's never been fucking done before.
yeah, you're
But
right.
because he
You're
was
right.
so good, and now you look back and you're like,
I
wait,
missed
he's
it.
playing against VJ Singh and Ernie Els and Phil Mickelson. You don't think he was dominating like some of the greatest people that ever played before. And because it was a blowout, like you weren't watching it,
Yeah,
but you should have been because you were missing out on the greatness. And
Ooh.
now you look back on it and you're like, I was fucking around for that.
look at Admire fucking everything up. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you know what though? We did here. Let me just fix this one sec. We did take it for granted. There's hopefully it fixes it. Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
you probably need a screen with just me and you in case that mark drops off.
Look at this. Look at this. It's a complete fuck up. I'm still hearing voice, but yeah, we definitely took it for granted. You just like you heard Tiger won, you heard he won from a bunch, and you were just like whatever. But you're right. The tier of people he was playing against is
Mhm.
perhaps the greatest tier of golf. I mean, it's definitely of our lifetime, the greatest gathering
Well,
of golf we've seen.
I mean, you got to look at it, and then it sparked what's happening now. Like, if you look at what the golfers looked like when Tiger was kicking ass, they all look like me, right? Those short, fat, stocky guys. Now, because of Tiger, everybody's a fucking athlete. You got fucking Dustin Johnson. He's like 6'3", 210, like straight up and down, right? What's the guy that looks like Randy Orton?
Fuck.
The one who won the U.S. Open a couple times. I can't think his name. All muscle. Roy McIlroy, right? You got all these kids now that because Tiger was an athlete and because he worked on his body so much, they basically changed the way golf is played. Like nobody was fucking hitting the ball 390 yards in 1985.
Well, nobody was going to the gym, right, to play golf.
Exactly.
Tiger changed
Everybody
that
looked
right
like
there.
John Daly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like we miss out a lot on historical stuff just from, especially now with social media, right? Like everybody's so negative on social media that you don't take the time to just like realize when history's being made. I don't know. It's just, maybe that's a pothead thought.
Fuck. Sorry. I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to fix this shit while it's going on. Hold on. Admire cam.
That's cool.
Admire is such a fucking dick. I mean, really, what the fuck, man?
Behind the scenes, Admire did tell us that his internet provider has been fucking him over for like the past 2 days. They've been working on his internet or whatever. So this time it's not his fault.
No, it's not.
But this is just a free preview of what it's going to be like next Thursday night
Oh boy.
when these two assholes are on vacation and it's just me.
Oh, and here he comes. You know what? As soon as they fucking fix it, this son of a
I knew-
bitch strolls in.
I knew when I clicked admit on the Zoom that you were going to freak out.
Okay.
Dude,
Marshmallow says, I feel like Jay is good at calling people's greatness before they are great. Oh, wow.
You know what? Let's hear Admire's excuse for sucking at the show, and then we'll come back to that comment.
Sorry. So they've been doing maintenance around, like, I live in a small neighborhood in the middle of nowhere, and they've been going around and changing some part on the internet boxes, and I don't know why they're doing it this time of night.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize.
It's all right, Flash. So my wife, and you know, she doesn't pay me my wife, she doesn't pay me compliments always all that often, but I have to agree with her. She says that, you know, I'm good at calling people's greatness before they're great. I mean, I didn't call Tiger Woods' greatness at all, but I will say this: I have this weird knack for being able to find who the next big singers are going to be, and I think I'd be a pretty good hockey scout. But especially the singers. Like, I remember I heard one Drake song and I was like, this guy's going to be big.
I can kind of do that with music too. If I hear a song, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking huge.
I mean, a song, yes, but saying, like, I'm saying, like, dude, I remember hearing Nicki Minaj on one of Lil Wayne's albums, and I was like, because Lil Wayne was one of those, pretty much one of the only rappers after the whole West Coast thing that I actually paid attention to. And I was like, this girl's going to be fucking monstrous.
I'm good with wrestlers.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember Randy Orton. I remember not liking him, telling my buddies like he's gonna be the truth. I remember The Rock, like before The Rock was, I mean, it was not like Rocky Maivia. It was when he came back as The Rock.
Yeah.
And I remember the Royal Rumble where he started the number 2 spot, I think, and he got all the way to the end with Stone Cold. I went to school the next day and I was telling anybody that would listen, I was like, this guy's gonna be the fucking man. Becky Lynch, I was on that fucking bandwagon way
big
before
time,
anybody
big
else
time,
was.
big time, Becky Lynch. I agree.
Who else? There was another one.
But The Rock is a hell of a call, okay? And I got to give you props to that because my brother's group of friends, my brother wasn't a big wrestling fan, but he had a couple buddies, and they would come over and they knew I was a wrestling fan. And this is when The Rock was like, he had just become The Rock, no longer Rocky Maivia, and he was kind of trying to get some shit over, but he was kind of corny. And they were like, he's going to be the biggest star ever. And they almost they almost was like proud to like somebody who wasn't good and didn't really believe he was going to get over. I mean, what a call on The Rock, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was the cool thing back then too. Was like, because I was a big Stone Cold fan. And after that night at the Royal Rumble, I was like, man, fuck Stone Cold. I like The Rock. And he was still kind of corny. He was still trying to get his hand over in the Nation of Domination. But it was like, I don't know, something about him. I was just like, this dude's going to be fucking huge.
He's electric.
And he was. That's another fucking, we take that for granted.
Oh, God, yeah.
We watched 2 of the biggest stars in the history of wrestling in the same generation. You will never have 2 stars as big as The Rock and Stone Cold at the same fucking time as we did when we were, and we took it for granted.
Dude,
like we were watching this shit every night and didn't realize how fucking great it was.
We had The Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Sting was in WCW. We had all these guys,
right,
at the same.
But I'm saying like transcending wrestling though. Like Sting would do it to a point, but he was in WCW. He wasn't in WWE. But The Rock and Stone Cold, you're talking about the 2 biggest like Hogan and Macho Man were kind of that, but Macho Man was never big as The Rock or Stone Cold. The Rock and Stone Cold are 2 of the biggest fucking stars ever, and they wrestle at the same fucking time.
Right. Think about where they came from, because, you know, I don't know all the wrestling you guys do, but I know from back then, you know, Stone Cold was stunning Steve Austin and had his long blonde hair back when I started watching him.
Stone Cold's up and up is, I mean, The Rock's is impressive, but the Stone Cold's is, I got to give him kudos. He didn't make it as high as The Rock, but the fact that Stone Cold was like a lifetime guy, like he went through so many different things, so many different companies.
The Rock got in through family too.
He got
Stone
in through
Cold
family.
got in from just fucking work.
But The Rock, I mean, that guy could have been chewed up and spit out after the Rocky Maivia. I mean, that was a. I mean, it worked out really well for him at the end of the day. And I guess you could say the same thing about Roman Reigns. Maybe we'll be talking about Roman Reigns in 5-6 years.
That was my other one. I was always a big Roman guy.
Yeah.
Admire, you'll appreciate this. When I was a kid, we used to go. What was the Kemper Arena before it was the Kemper Arena? Was it a different, or was it a Kemper Arena when we were kids?
It's always been Kemper.
Okay, so we would go to Kemper Arena and we would watch WCW would come rolling through there all the time.
Where's
My
Kemper?
grandmother, Kansas City, Missouri. My grandmother would get us tickets, and we were sitting on the floor one time, and the feud was the Natural Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust, and Stunning Steve Austin for the WCW television title. So Austin's coming out. Dustin's already in the ring, but this is a blood feud, right? Like they hate each other, and this is old school. Dustin meets this motherfucker in the middle of the ramp, and they just start throwing hands, and the belt comes flying. It hits the fucking guardrail where I'm at. Back then, it was a guardrail. It wasn't the little fucking cushion that goes around. It was literally like a steel rail.
It wasn't a hockey board.
It hits it and hits the ground. My cousin says, "Grab it." So I'm reaching for the fucking WCW television title. I was probably 7 or 8 years old. Austin fucking tags Dustin with a right hand. He goes flying, turns around, looks at me and says, "What the fuck do you think you're doing, you little motherfucker?"
Oh, sick.
I was like,
You've never told me that story.
I've told it on Boots of the Face when I first started.
I missed
I was
it.
like, oh my God. This is the same night that me and my cousin were going to the bathroom at Kemper Arena, made a fucking wrong turn somewhere, and there's Scott Steiner. Like, where the fuck are y'all going? And we're like, we're just trying to get to the bathroom. And behind him is a guy with blonde hair and paint on his face. That was the first time I met Sting. And I was just like, well, it was, again, late fucking 80s, early 90s, where security's not that good. You're walking around the fucking Kemper Arena and you just end up backstage and nobody gives a fuck. But yeah, Stone Cold, before he was Stone Cold, cussed me out as a little kid. And I always fucking remember that.
Back
If
when
I
he
ever
was
meet him, I'm
Stunning
gonna tell him
Steve
that
Austin.
story. Yeah.
Admire, I
He
know.
wasn't so stunning then.
I know you don't follow wrestling as much, but Rucker makes it sound like this is just like a one-off story that he's got a horseshoe stuck up his ass when it comes to wrestling events. You're known in the community as like, bro, I was at AEW, no big deal, just taking a piss, I walk out. There's John Moxley, who's like the biggest fucking star in AEW. He just walks right past me, high fives the motherfucker, and I'm on TV, walks down the street. Then I turn around, Jericho's there, no big deal. I mean, I don't know, I'm throwing out names, but honestly, man, you're
right. It was
have
Moxley, Jericho, MJF.
You
like-
got this knack of being in the pisser at the right time, bro.
Yeah, it happened.
See, I went to piss when WCW was up in St. Joe at the Civic Arena, and that's where I met Scott and Rick Steiner back when they were the Steiner brothers, like 91. They used to just come up in the crowd and like sit there before or after their match. And I
Yeah.
went to piss and I was like, motherfucking Rick Steiner, you know, the bulldog, man. He was sitting there. "Oh, oh, oh."
I probably have the worst luck with that, man. I've never
And
ran into anybody.
My
in
mom
life.
always used to get us tickets right there where the walkway was, and I only got one high five ever. The fucking Z-Man.
Who's the
The
Z?
Z Man, hell yeah.
Who's the
That's
Z man?
the Z Man Tom Zink. He died a couple years ago. Tony Schiavone's podcast, when he first started it, he would talk shit about the Z Man. Then the Z Man passed away. And so like he made like a t-shirt for him and all the proceeds like went to his wife and shit. Like it was actually a pretty good little like full circle thing that happened over a couple years. Besides the fact that he died. But like the Z Man, Tom Zink.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. It looks like Rick Martel or something.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say he had a good body.
yeah, he looked like Rick Martel. And one of the coolest things I got to see ever there was back, if you remember, when Sting was fighting with Abdullah the Butcher, and
Mhm.
they would bring out a box, and every
Yeah.
time Sting fell for it,
Like a
and the
fucking
box
idiot.
was right there in front of me. And fucking Sting went to check out the box, and Abdullah the Butcher came out and just whooped his ass.
Yeah.
My wife says she
Yeah,
ran
it's
into the guy when we were at the podcast party in New York. That was
Bully Ray.
Yeah, who cares about Bully Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ran in. I do have good luck with that. Like here in Metro Atlanta, when WCW was big, I worked at Publix and Subway, and wrestlers are just, for whatever reason, they lived in the same area that I lived in, or they shopped over there. Excuse me. You might see Billy Kidman one day. You might see fucking not Marcus Bagwell. What was his tag team partner's name with the American Males? I don't remember. Scotty Riggs.
No
you might
idea.
see him. You might see Rey Mysterio. You might see Billy Kidman, Kevin Nash. Like,
Yeah, I bet Atlanta was a hot spot, man. That's where
Yeah.
TBS was, Turner
Yeah,
Broadcast.
yeah, I
They-
could see
you
how.
know,
Yeah,
and then they all would, come north where the housing was a little bit cheaper. You get more bang for your buck. and then they wouldn't be, who would think that fucking Kevin Nash is walking around Kennesaw, Georgia? Well, as a matter of fact, my buddy that I hung out with today, he came to visit me at Subway one day, and I was telling him, I was like, yeah, we see wrestlers in here all the time. Like Kevin Nash comes in all the time. I shit you not. Hand to God, this is the story that happened. We're sitting in the back of Subway. I'm at work, and he's like, Kevin Nash doesn't fucking come in here. I'm like, Kevin Nash comes in here all the fucking time. Fucking big sexy motherfucker gets a BMT on wheat bread every fucking time he comes in. And he's like, bullshit. So
You made Kevin Nash a sandwich, fuck?
yeah.
Nice.
So then you hear the doorbell go off, and I'm looking at the door because I work there. He's got his back turned. I don't say shit. I just go up, go over there. It's fucking Kevin Nash, by the way. Comes in, and my buddy Leif turns around at the last minute and just like, he doesn't even say anything. He's just looking. And when Kevin Nash leaves, I was like, told you. Let's go smoke some weed.
Way to play it cool, man. I have to say, I think all of my luck when it comes to that kind of thing was poured into one situation. The house that I grew up in, they built a house directly behind, like the back of our house had the fence, and then it was forest, and then they started, paving a road down the road, and a house was built right behind us, and my parents were pissed. And it was actually a contractor who lived in that house who was developing the area. He moved out, and a Montreal Canadian hockey player moved into it.
Oh wow.
And this is in like 1991. So the whole town went fucking nuts, right? All the kids, we were playing hockey with them in the street, yada, yada, yada. 2 years after this guy lives here, the Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup, which is pretty crazy, right? So how it works is that each player gets the cup for, I don't know, a couple days or a week or whatnot. And my room faced his backyard. And literally when the weekend that he had the cup, he had like everybody on the team, they were throwing it around in the pool in the backyard. I remember just like fucking losing my shit. So I feel like I used up all my luck as a big childhood fan of hockey in those 2 or 3 days.
I feel like you should have went over there like with a dog leash. Like, have you guys seen my dog?
I mean, this is 93, so I'm 8 years old, and I didn't really grasp the whole concept of it, but yeah. That's as far as it goes for me, running into people that are like somebody. And hockey players aren't big deals. Like
they are in Canada.
No,
though,
even
when y'all won the fucking cup.
Even in Canada, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like nobody swarms them. There's no reporters. There's no cameras on them. They live a pretty quiet life, even in a big market. Yeah.
So who is the most famous person you guys have ever met?
Ooh,
I met Doug Flutie. Is it?
That's an old-fashioned statement, but I grew up in that era. Fucking Flutie Flakes.
I grew up with him when he was a CFL. I mean, sorry, I met him when he was a CFL quarterback in Toronto.
The majority of mine have been wrestlers. But I mean, I met Chris Tucker. He's pretty fucking famous.
Yeah. I could have met Hilary Duff, but I didn't.
Yeah, we know that one.
I met bands and stuff, but
I'm trying to think she was on a TV show. When I worked at FedEx, I had delivered to Tyler Perry Studios a couple times, and I met the woman that was on the TV show. I can't think of her name to save my life. God damn it, where's EJ when I need him?
I met Ken Shamrock, Mankind. But
yeah,
the wrestlers. What about
not like a meet and greet though, right? Just like a fucking. Well, I just happened to run into him.
No, well, both of them, we had them on the podcast, and then we got free tickets to their show, and so they knew who we were. But no,
I met Anthony Anderson and John Smoltz together at the Masters when I went one time.
Oh, be careful with that.
Oh, there's EJ.
It was a TV show Tyler Perry had a couple years ago. It was I want to think Vivica Fox was in it, and somebody else was in it.
I met the Ying Yang Twins in a hotel.
The rappers?
Yeah, the Ying Yang Twins.
I don't know who that is. My wife thinks I met Topanga. I didn't meet Topanga. I did meet DJ Tanner from Full House.
You don't know who the Ying Yang Twins are? To the window.
Oh, I know that song.
To the wall.
I thought that was Lil Jon.
Yeah, Lil Jon and the Ying Yang Twins.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I met DJ Tanner from Full House, but that's because.
See my dick. Hey, bitch. Wait till you see my dick.
Oh, they did the whisper
you
thing?
Twerk
that pussy up like bam.
They did the whisper song?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Yin Yang twins.
Okay.
Beat the pussy up. Beat the
I
pussy
met
up.
Vanilla Ice.
Holy shit.
Damn, Sheena's met a lot of people.
Man, Sheena. Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Luke Perry, Travis Barker, Brooke Hogan, Exhibit, Rampage Jackson, Sinbad, Sheena Easton, who I was named after. Okay. Corey Feldman, and went to his
Went to high school with his little
with his
brother.
little brother.
Corey Feldman would be the weirdest person to ever meet.
Is that the one that died?
No, he's
No.
alive. That thinks he's Michael Jackson.
Corey Haim died.
Which one of them was in the movie License to Drive?
Both
The
of
main
them.
guy. I mean the main guy though, the one that stole the fucking Cadillac. Is that the one that died?
The blonde one died.
Yeah, he's the one that stole the Cadillac from his grandfather. So he was the guy in the movie. I used to love that fucking movie when I was young. You know the movie I loved with them two in it? The Lost Boys.
That's a great movie.
Never seen
Like
it.
nobody
Kiefer
can deny
Sutherland.
it.
Bro, I've never seen Lost Boys. I've never seen Goonies.
Dude,
The
The
part
Lost
where
Boys
they
is one
were-
of the greatest movies ever made.
Where they were eating the Chinese food and the noodles were worms and the fucking rice was maggots. I couldn't eat rice for fucking weeks after
Ugh.
that.
Dude, Jay, that's your assignment. Watch The Lost Boys.
Mm.
It's such a good movie.
That is a good movie. Yeah.
Is it as good as Life?
No. I
It-
couldn't eat.
It's not funny like Life, but it's good.
Jay thought Life was a serious movie.
I thought there. I mean, Life
There's
is
about to be repercussions and consequences up in this motherfucker.
Life is exactly, excuse me, what I look for in a good sitcom. I was a big fan of the old multi-camera sitcoms, but only if the sitcom could have serious parts. And I feel like Life embodied that in a movie where it was hilariously funny, tons of one-liners, but the feeling when you're done is like, you know, it's a feel-good coming of it. I don't know if it's coming of ages, but it's a feel-good finish, you know?
Ain't nobody gonna eat my cornbread, god damn it.
Also couldn't eat oatmeal after watching The Golden Child for years.
Oh yeah.
I
dude.
checked my oatmeal for blood for years to
What's
make
the
sure there's no
Golden
blood
Child?
at the bottom of it.
That-
Even if I
God.
cooked it myself, like where would the blood come from, Chris? It's irrational, but I still had to do it.
But that was such a good movie, man. I would still sit down and watch The Golden Child right now. And you kind of look like the Golden
I
Child.
want the knife.
You look like the Golden Child.
Me?
Yeah.
It was a girl.
Yeah. You look bald.
Hold on. The little Asian girl?
It was a girl because I'm bald and I have Asian eyes means I look like the Golden Child. Wow, Admire. That's funny.
I
though.
mean, it's not the biggest stretch I've ever seen, but it's a little bit of a stretch.
Oh, EJ's gonna say what the fuck. Oh, come on. In the little picture that I see of Rucker right now, he looks like the Golden Child.
It was
Fuck off.
it was a Jacques.
Live chat.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're actually gonna talk about some topics. And
Why?
Well, I want to take a break. I gotta take a piss.
What do we need topics for? We were vibing.
Oh, we don't
You
need
just
to.
fucked up the vibe.
I need
Piss,
to
me and
pee.
Rucker will fucking slam.
You want to keep going?
No,
Then?
let's go to break. No, too late. You fucked up the vibe.
Okay, because I was trying to just tell people that there's the call-in is open tonight, 626-310-8882. If you want to talk some shit, if you want to talk about some stuff, famous people you've met, share stories about that, call into the show. Let's make this interesting.
There's a couple people in here that met me. I'm famous.
Exactly.
I met Rucker in St. Louis.
I met Rucker in New York City, WrestleMania weekend. It was
You
pretty
can
cool.
find me in St. Louis, where the gunplay rain all day. La,
Where
la,
the
la.
streets suck fucking ass.
Is that a Nelly song?
Yep.
Yeah, see? No, I knew it. Baseball? Nelly?
St. Lunatics.
Mhm, mhm.
Good job, Jason.
I knew that. All right,
Be
fuck it.
right back. Be right back.
If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. From the unknown, I ran away. I don't think I'm coming back home. Like a crawl space, it's a dark place. I roam. Ain't no right way, just the wrong way. I know. I problem solve with styrofoam. My world revolves around a black hole. The same black hole that's in place of my soul. I'm empty. I feel so goddamn empty. I may go wrong. Don't tempt me. Big It ain't no deals, feel like I'm going crazy, but I still took a lot to get me here. Losing my sanity up in a house in the hills, hills, hills. I ain't have anything then, I still don't have anything still, still, still. PME, I rock PMV, these hoes acting like gossip. TMZ, these drugs acting like mosh pits, squishing me, oh me, how they kill me slowly. Lonely, I've been getting opiates so deep, feel like overdosing. Low key, I've been looking for the signs, but all I can find is the sign of the time. From the unknown, I ran away, I don't think I'm coming back home. Like a crawl space, it's a dark place I roam. Ain't no right way, just the wrong way, I know. I problem solve with styrofoam. My world revolves around a black hole, the same black hole that's in place of my soul. I'm empty, I feel so goddamn empty. I may go rogue, don't tempt me, big bullet hole. Don't tempt me, I ain't suicidal, only thing suicide is suicidal. Fight for survival, gotta keep hope up, rolling good dope up. Hold my hand through hell, we'll go. Don't look back, it ain't the past no more. Gonna get into the racks, all them niggas want war. Yeah, I was put here to lead the lost souls. Exhale depression as the wind blows. These are the laws of living involved. We're perfectly imperfect children, rose from the dust, all of us are on a mission. Never gave a damn, really came from rags to riches. Now we live it up, driving with the rooftop missing. I don't give a damn, really came from rags to riches. Now I live it up, driving with the rooftop missing.
Sort of like that song.
How do you
Who
not
was
like
that?
that song?
Is that that's not the Postman. Who is that?
Juice World.
Is that the actual guy, Juice World? Or is that
No, it's a remake.
parody of him?
I find Juice World and Post Malone, I don't know. Post Malone is just not the same as he was his first album or two. Juice World was just so much better than him.
Post Malone's catching a lot of shit from the internet world these days.
For what?
Why?
They're calling him a culture vulture.
Wow.
Oh boy.
He made it. He established himself as a rapper, but now he's making country albums.
Well, that's like anybody, right? You got fuck, name a band that gets successful off of something and then makes the albums they really want to do once they have enough money. I mean,
Right.
look at Lady Gaga, fuck, you know.
Lady
Yeah, I
Gaga.
mean, fuck, she did an album with Tony Bennett.
You know, fucking you name it. Any band like that signs and has to, you know, look at Pink. I mean, she did it too.
Leave Pink alone.
No, Pink musically, I always liked her. You know, they started off as pop artists and they get to do what they
Juice
wanna
WRLD
do.
died?
Yeah, he did.
What?
Yeah, a long time,
Yeah.
like years ago.
I thought it was somebody new.
He overdosed on pills because his plane was going to get searched by the FDA or DEA, whatever, and he swallowed a bunch.
So
of
he
pills.
swallowed them all?
Well, okay, so he was on some private plane. He was fucking perked out of his mind, and I don't know. They were flaunting like a bunch of marijuana or something and guns. The pilots called in and pretty much said, "Yeah, when we land, like we got this guy, yada yada yada." He came in the airport, figured it out, and he killed himself. Just didn't want to deal with it. But if you,
I don't think he purposely killed himself.
Oh,
I
he-
think he was trying to hide the drugs.
dude, he had like 17 pounds of marijuana in him and like 31 firearms or something. He took like 9 Percocets and put them in his mouth. Pretty sure. If I'm Juice
Why-
WRLD, right? And
Why kill yourself though?
Well,
Why not
if you-
fucking
if you listen to all of his music, he pretty much says like, "This is what I'm gonna do."
Well, I don't know much of his catalog, so I'll believe you if that's
Yeah,
what
like
he
I mean,
sings about.
he
what a shitty way to die. Like
very,
you,
very bad way to die.
you're like, I'm gonna go to Vegas, and then it turns out you land in Vegas and you got to kill yourself just to fucking.
I don't think
keep
it was
your street
Vegas.
cred.
I mean,
don't
the
think
way
it was
I thought
anywhere
he did
cool.
it was I thought he took all the pills to hide them
No,
and they would like go throw up later.
no. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm not going down for this," and threw a bunch of pills in his mouth, and that was it. I mean, he was he was headed down a real I mean, if you watch any of his footage and watch any, concerts or whatnot, this guy was not gonna live a long time. I don't think it was suicide, but I mean, every single song he talks about killing himself.
It wasn't suicide, it was stupicide.
Yeah. I don't think he ate the Percocets or whatever he ate so they wouldn't find drugs, because there was a lot more other drugs on the guy and guns.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to imagine one of his idols was probably Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne fucking got out of a bunch of shit,
I don't know.
so he thought he was just going to be the
Maybe
one
one of
that
his
went down
idols
forever.
is Kurt Cobain.
I mean, they said he had it. He had a seizure. He died from the seizure. And I mean, there's so many different stories. He didn't put pills in his mouth. He just died of a seizure.
Seizure like the
anyways.
medical term, or seizure like they were trying to get the guns from him?
No, like seizure, like the medical term.
Okay. I was
It
trying to be funny,
really
you didn't
was.
get it.
It really was a weird time because, Juice WRLD was super popular on TikTok in the emergence of TikTok in North America. And there was a trend going around to one of his songs where in the middle of the chorus, you would have water in your mouth and you would seizure and spit it out. And then like 2 months later, the motherfucker died of a seizure.
He was starting to really blow up too when he died.
Oh,
like
he's huge.
he was on Eminem's Godzilla song. I think it was Godzilla.
They released a song after his death with him and Eminem. I know that, but
But I mean, that's a pretty big thing. If Eminem's featuring you, you're
Yeah.
blowing up.
I mean, Juice WRLD was big. I mean,
Eminem's not that big a deal anymore.
no, but it's still the rub, Still a rub.
Is Eminem still a big deal?
I think he's still a rub.
Eminem could fucking put out an album right this minute, and it
And
would
be
blow up.
trash.
It would
Just
be.
like the last 5 of them. Name a good Eminem song since fucking the Slim Shady LP. You can't.
Honestly,
Dude, I could name a ton of Eminem songs that are good.
No,
But you
but
just
they're-
didn't. You just said you could.
They're not fucking. He don't make club banger songs that are. Gonna
I'm
be
still
on the
waiting.
radio. Dude. I'll name one. Berserk.
That sucked. Cinderella
Honestly,
Man's probably better than that.
I'm
I don't even
I'm-
like Eminem.
After Slim Shady LP, he made "I'm Not Afraid."
Yeah, that song
That
sucks.
song was trash.
Honestly, after the Eminem show, I don't think there was a good album. So
Rap God was not a good song.
The Marshall Mathers LP too, where he did all cover songs. Yeah,
who wants to listen to that? Like honestly,
Yeah.
I want to say almost Slim Shady LP was good. Marshall Mathers LP was good. The Eminem
What
show
was the second one? It was white and it had the E on it.
it's a Marshall Mathers LP.
yeah.
That was a good fucking album. But since then, shit, trash.
Dude, the Eminem show
Garbage.
after that, the Eminem show.
The Eminem show was
amazing.
really good, but like I don't know what album was I didn't mean to give you mushrooms, girl. That was Slim Shady, yeah?
No, that was on the Marshall Mathers LP.
Was it?
That was track 3.
I'd rather
Dude.
listen to Nick Cannon.
No, that's Stan.
Oh, you listen to Nick Cannon?
Gigolo's better than anything in Nick fucking Eminem's ever done.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
Your pops don't like me. Get the fuck out of here. It's way better than Eminem.
Fucking. Oh, are you trying to get on Wild 'N Out? Is that what you're doing here,
It's in Atlanta now.
dude? I would love to see you on an episode of Wild 'N Out.
That'd be fun. I'd probably freeze up.
I still say MGK won that.
Whatever.
I think he did. The song was better. And,
Wrong.
The song was better, and I think his success after was.
Dude, I'm not even that big of an Eminem fan, but I have to respect his fucking skills. And he made MGK go fucking play emo songs and start wearing fingernail polish.
I
Who
think
won
that's
that
okay.
fight though?
I think MGK won.
Yeah, who won that one?
Yeah. I mean, who's relevant now?
Oh, MGK has to keep touring and making money. Eminem's sitting on fucking 500 million.
Yeah, but
Eminem's got to make money too for the fucking hair dye because he's like 62 years old.
honestly, MGK's
Lucky-
song was better.
Lucky for him, his daughter has an OnlyFans.
Like,
so
your
she's
beard
probably
is
taking care of
weird.
him now.
Your beard
Yeah.
is weird was amazing. That was just
Your beard
Because
is
it's
weird.
true.
Yeah.
That's your go-to. That's the ultimate diss.
honestly, it
I mean, have you seen Eminem's beard?
honestly, the first time I saw Eminem with the beard, I said, "That guy's beard is weird, man. What the fuck? Like it's the same as what's his name? What's that wrestler that I can't stand? The guy woo woo woo.
Zack Ryder.
Yeah, both of them. Beard is weird, man. They like over dye it black, and it's just they shave it
Yeah.
along their chin lines like a bunch of fucking schmucks, and it just looks silly. So to open a song with "Your beard is weird," I was like, "You win. You said what everybody was thinking."
That's it. You don't even have to rhyme anything else. Your
Nope.
beard,
Your beard is weird.
Rhymes.
Yeah.
That's it. End of the song. I don't need no fucking hook on this beat.
He hears the snare, doesn't need to turn it up and fuck Brittany Murphy, you know. Mom spaghetti.
Wait, let's not talk about the deceased, okay? I finally know which one died now.
She's dead.
So,
She's dead.
yeah. I was kind of nervous when I said that, honestly.
But Eminem, honestly,
Christina Ricci is still alive though.
she's still kicking, man. She's still kicking.
She's
Forehead.
still-
Forehead big as shit.
Yeah,
Still.
still hot though,
in that dirty way.
in that dirty way. But yeah, Slim Shady LP was. I mean, it blew up. Let's not be wrong. It blew up. Marshall Mathers, the Eminem Show. I'll give it that. Everything after that was pretty much complete garbage.
Kamikaze was huge.
Yeah, but huge
From
for
Twister?
huge for
From Twista.
Twister's Kamikaze was
okay.
dope.
You
I
want
don't
to
know.
you want to see how huge it was? Okay, we go from like Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady, 5 million. Marshall Mathers 11, the Eminem Show 10, Encore's at 5. Let's scroll down the list here. This is record sale. Kamikaze 493,000. Didn't even sell a million copies.
Yeah, but you have to think the first couple you named was physical copies included too. People don't do physical copies anymore. Back then, we had
Yeah,
to go
okay,
buy
you
that
got a
shit.
good point. You got a good point on that.
It still counts as they still count the record sales though if you do it on Apple Music and all that shit.
Right, but back
That's
then,
how you still go platinum.
back then it was harder to. Back then we didn't have streaming. Back then we didn't have MP3s.
But to fall off by 10 million?
Like
Okay. Okay. For fair comparison, let's go through MGK's.
Okay, hold on. From Encore to 11. Okay, sorry. From the Eminem Show to Encore, he dropped from 10 million to 5, so he lost half. Then from
And what year was Encore?
2 years later, after the Eminem Show,
Yeah, what year?
2004.
2004 was Encore.
Encore. Do you want more?
Yeah.
Okay,
CD.
well, then I don't have an
LP.
argument.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's always a blip. Let's go to MGK.
I
Record
understand,
sales.
Admire. He's the great white hope. You want him to fucking be great, but he's not. He's overrated. He sucks. I shouldn't say he sucks. That's a bit harsh. But he's not as good as everybody makes him out
Okay.
to be.
Okay. Hold on. I mean, if I
We
compare
can't
it to
compare
MGK, hold on.
MGK
No,
to
no.
Eminem,
Because here's
though.
the thing, though, right? In 2020, Eminem had an album that only did like just under 1 million, and that's like at the end of his career. And MGK's highest is his latest is 47,000. His highest is 200,000.
Who's comparing them to? You just said that his diss song was better.
Oh yeah, is this song? But everybody compares MGK to Eminem.
Yeah, compare him to Jay-Z since he's supposed to be the best fucking rapper of all time. Eminem, this guy. Compare him to DMX. Compare him to Biggie. Compare him to the actual fucking really good rappers. Compare him to fucking Kendrick Lamar, Drake. Hey, don't hold a candle to Drake. And Drake's been around since the download era.
You want me to be honest with you? If I'm looking at, what do you think is the highest selling record of Jay-Z?
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Blueprint.
Sean Carter?
Probably the Blueprint. It's either the Blueprint or the Black Album.
Okay, we'll start with the Blueprint. 2.7 million compared to Eminem's 30 million.
Eminem didn't do 30 million on one fucking album.
Yeah, I did.
What album?
Let me pull it. Hold on. Eminem discography. Eminem did 27 million on the
Oh,
Eminem
yes.
Show.
That's all the fucking wannabe gangsters that were white in high school.
Okay, but hold on. That's worldwide, okay? And Jay-Z's are only US. Okay, so let's go US only. Okay, 10.6 million, 11 million for the Marshall Mathers LP. That's the highest in the US for Eminem.
Sheena's like 2 segments ago. I met DMX.
And the highest for Jay-Z is 5.4 million for Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
Hey, I was right.
Oh, that's what it was called. Hard Knock Life was Volume 2.
Yeah, Volume 2 is Hard Knock Life.
What was 3?
It's a
Volume
hard
3 was
knock
Sean
life.
Carter.
Life of Times is Sean
us.
Carter.
It's a hard knock life.
That was such a good fucking album too.
He had a really good resurgence with the Black Album in 2003. He went from like, 2 million to about 3.5 million, which is pretty crazy. Blueprint 3 jumped back
Dude,
up.
when
too.
Dirt Off Your Shoulders and 99 Problems came out, I was like, this is the greatest fucking shit ever.
Which is the Blueprint? Is that the one with what is this? September 11, 2000.
No, Watch
Wow.
the Throne is
What a
with
date!
Kanye.
What a date to
Yeah,
release.
I
eh?
think that one's kind of unfair.
Yeah, a little bit
People
bad
were
there.
kind of busy that day.
Which is the one with "This is New York"? Was that Blueprint 2? Or the Blueprint? The Blueprint.
I think that's Alicia Keys, actually.
Oh, sorry, that's Blueprint 3. That's gotta be Blueprint 3. That's the one that I had.
Oh my God, your wife said, in my high school yearbook, I wrote that my weakness was DMX.
She did. She did.
She's 10, but she wants to fuck DMX.
On a Chevrolet.
Hey, Rucker. Oh my God. There's so many jokes that go off that. Why do good girls?
Like bad guys.
I start barking.
That's a
tonight.
good song, too.
Oh man.
When they play when that movie with DMX, Exit Wounds, when he goes in and buys that Lambo
Is that the
with
one with
Anthony
Jet Li?
Anderson.
Is Exit Wounds the one with Jet Li?
No, that was Cradle to the Grave and Romeo Must Die.
But
Look at Drake.
oh yeah, okay, let's take a look at Drake.
I think that would be a good one because, like I said, he came out after the download
Yeah.
fucking explosion.
Yeah, it's a good thing to.
So
to
we
take
can't
a-
even talk about fucking like hard copies and shit like that, which was a good TV show back in the day. Hard copy.
All right, so Thank Me Later in 2010, which I think was one of his like. I don't know if it was.
Is that
a
the one that
mixtape.
had "You're the fucking best"?
that? First of all, that song is the best Drake song ever made, in my opinion.
No, it's really not. but
Oh,
it's
it's
dope.
so good. He sold 1.8 million copies in 2010. In Take Care in 2011, he sold just in the UK, just in the US, 2.4 million. He's putting up good numbers for the streaming area. 2013, he sold 1.7. 2016, this is Spotify days, 1.7 million. And then Certified Lover Boy, it doesn't even count record sales. So as of 2021, they just format only digital download or streaming, so they're not counting it.
Yeah, I guess that's unfair then,
Yeah.
because I feel like Drake would blow Eminem out of the water if you were selling just CDs and not.
You
downloads.
know what? I don't know, man.
I do.
I don't know.
But Eminem's on one of his first albums too.
Eminem's on one of Drake's first albums.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, when Eminem comes in, I heard that when Eminem came in and recorded his shit, everybody rewrote all their stuff. They were like, "Fuck."
yeah, they did because they were like, "This motherfucker just blew us out of the water."
All those ghostwriters.
EJ says nobody did over 3 million. Take Care did 2.338 million in US. If you put the UK and worldwide and Canada, just peaked over 3 million.
That's crazy that he didn't sell that many though, because I felt like Drake would be like in the tens, but if they can't take in downloads and shit like
Yeah,
that,
but
I guess that makes
2010 is
sense.
the first, right? I mean,
It
2010
has
we
to
were
be.
already
It
streaming
has to be
music.
fucked up the way they do it now because, like, if I like a song, I'll download it and I'll listen to that motherfucker on repeat.
Yeah,
But how do they treat it if I just download that one song?
yeah, that is a good question because I have Apple Music again, right? And if I want a CD, I just download the whole fucking CD on there, but I'm not actually buying it. I'm paying for the fucking Apple Music subscription.
You could look at like the top streamed songs. Actually, this is the top streamed Spotify songs in all time.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Ed Sheeran is at the top with
It's my guy.
3.197
What, the song
billion.
Perfect?
No, Shape of You.
I'm in love with the shape of you. That's my shit.
Drake is at 6.
I like the one. I like the fucking Castle on the Hill too. I was younger then.
Oh, Castle on the Hill is so good. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to go back to getting wasted with my
Smoking
friends.
and rolled
Oh,
cigarettes.
keep going with these.
Okay, so
top
we got
songs.
we got Ed Sheeran at the top with 3.1 billion. We got Blinding Lights in number 2.
Oh, and I know where that comes from because at the Buffalo Wild Wings I go to, somebody on Thursdays gets drunk there and they play that song like 20 times in a row and then leave.
Take me back to when
That's-
we boom.
It's good, eh? There was something about that song when it came on. It was just like, I was like, mate, I'm from England. I know the Rolling Hills and the Castles, man. Yeah. That's from 2017. Got to give him kudos for singing at the top of the list. Tones and I, Dance Monkey from TikTok.
Guilty. I downloaded it. Guilty.
2.62 billion streams
Billion with a B?
with a B.
Holy shit.
Post Malone coming in number 4 with Rockstar. Louis,
Yep. I actually, that's one song that I did buy on iTunes.
Louis Capaldi, Someone You Love.
Never heard of her.
That's a
Oh, I
guy.
know that song.
Yeah.
Sing it, Jay.
It's when the day breaks and the night fall and there's no one there to make me pizza rolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my
that shit.
lyrics. And then we got Drake at 2.3 billion for One Dance. Remember One Dance?
Which song is that?
One Dance is like I'm not gonna sing it. It's like I got the one dance. Oh, I can't do it. I'll play a snippet. You'll know it in a second. We won't get banned.
I figured the biggest Drake song would have been that fucking Knife Talk, man, because it was all over TikTok.
No, One Dance is big, man. This is a big one. Here it is. Hold on. Why is it muted? Oh, sorry. 1 second. I muted YouTube. Here it comes.
Baby, I like your stuff.
Remember that? You don't remember the song?
No, I don't.
Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friends.
Yeah, Rucker knows what I'm talking about. It's a good song. Like let's be honest, it's a good song.
I'm so ready for Vegas.
We got Post Malone at number 7 with Sunflower.
It's a good song.
The Chainsmokers at number 8 with Closer. And then this one I'm surprised with. Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello with Señorita.
Is that the? Oh no, I was thinking Justin Timberlake, Señorita.
No, you're thinking Justin Timberlake, Despacito.
Senorita, I
I
feel
need it
for
with
you.
That's not this song.
Yeah,
You deal with things that you don't have to.
I think this Señorita is the one where it's
He
like, call me
doesn't love-
Señorita.
I can tell by his tone.
Imagine Dragons at
You
number
can deal
10.
with real love.
what song by
You
them?
can make
Believer.
Believer. Yeah.
The next, then we got Juice WRLD at number 15 with Lucid Dreams. And then we drop down. Drake's got a number 17 hit. Bieber's first appearance. I think this is Bieber's first appearance.
Where's his mom?
Number 28.
What was Drake's 17?
Drake 17 was God's Plan.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And if I drop down the list, I don't see Post Malone. Post Malone's got quite a bit on here. The Weeknd, Halsey. You know what? It's really fucking crazy. Oh, Eminem's first one's number 78
Because he sucks.
with Lose Yourself. Well, let me see if MGK is on there. Hold on,
Why are we comparing MGK though?
because we have to. Is MGK even on there? Wait.
Eminem number 78. There's 77 songs better than the first Eminem
All right.
song. that have
Machine
been
Gun Kelly
downloaded.
didn't make the top 100.
All I'm saying is the proof is in the pudding. Eminem's overrated, just like I've been saying for years.
Yeah, he is.
Shit.
Bad Bunny's on here twice. I'll give him that.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Bad Bunny's on there. That's the guy.
I
Hey,
like
that's
him.
my favorite wrestler.
You see the motherfuckers moonsault at WrestleMania?
Despacito is 62. Macklemore's on here for Can't Hold Us.
Surprised he's
That's a
not on
good
there for
song,
fucking
too.
Thrift Shop.
Oh, he might be. He might be on
That's
there.
another good one.
Macklemore was respected, eh? He was a guy that he didn't.
Dude, I got videos of my daughter dancing to Macklemore when she was 1 year old.
Sorry for that, guys. He does have 2 songs. No, it's the only song on it. Can't Hold Us made it top 100. Most streamed songs in 2022. Oh,
Here we go.
yeah. This is
It-
Let's do this top 20. Let's go.
Fucking Drake Knife
Let's see how
Talk
many of
has
them
to
I
be
know.
up there.
Let's see how many of them I know. Let's go. Let's do this.
all right. Hold on.
Let's see how relevant 40-year-old guy is.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find a site that isn't shit. Top 50 2022 hits playlist by Spot. Oh no, hold on.
Oh no, girl.
Spotify most streamed 2022.
Marshmallow Up says old people aren't streaming their favorite hits. They have CDs. Nobody plays CDs anymore, Melissa.
Hey, Rucker, you got a newer vehicle. Does your truck even have a CD player?
It does not.
My Jeep doesn't either. And my
If
Jeep's
it ain't
fucking
Apple
5 years
Music
old.
or fucking Google Play or whatever, or Bluetooth, like you better listen to FM AM. That's it.
All right. Okay. I can't get the top 10 songs. I get the top 10 artists of 2022. It is absolutely disgusting. Like absolutely
let's do
fucking
it.
disgusting.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
we're
see
gonna-
how many of them I know.
Let's start at number 10.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're familiar with a South Korean band called BTS.
Nope.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, BTS. You know what? You probably recognize the song if you heard it. Anyways, 25.7 billion streams.
BTS, huh?
Yeah. There's
We could retire if we had those kind of streams.
seven
Hold
Korean
on.
days.
Wait. Let me go to Apple Music and fucking search for BTS. Let's see what we can find.
BTS is they have songs that are like, I mean, they're popular here. You probably
Is it
Excuse me.
K-pop?
it is yeah, it's K-pop. Yeah.
Butter. Here's Butter from BTS.
We can't hear shit.
Like butter, like criminal undercover, going a pop like trouble, breaking in the
Okay, it's trash.
Yeah, it's trash.
Go
Man,
ahead.
I could fucking jam to that.
All right. Number 9. Our boy Post Malone with 28 billion streams.
Postman. Okay.
Postman.
That dude's just hard to look at.
He's pretty rough to look at. Guess what number 8 is, guys?
Eminem.
Eminem with 28.5 billion. I got to give him kudos on that. That's pretty impressive. He hasn't released an album and he's there.
That's all the old people that Marshmallow said don't fucking stream stuff. They're listening to Eminem.
No, this is top 10 most
Yeah,
streamed
it
artists.
was old people
Yeah.
from 2022 streaming Eminem.
Yeah, maybe. Number
Holding
7.
on to the past.
Number 7 is Taylor Swift.
I ain't
Why
mad at
wouldn't
it.
it be?
29.1 billion.
Fuck yeah, teeny boppers.
Number 6, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. He's got more. He's got 30.4 billion. Why isn't he? Is this not in order? Yeah, okay. They fucked that up. Oh no, that makes sense. It's going up. Ariana Grande at number 5 with 30.8 billion. That
Does she really have that many hits?
No.
I tell you what, a couple years ago when I had an Android phone, I was going to the gym and Android used to give you a free album like every month. And I just had my shit on random and I was fucking in there bopping. And it was Ariana Grande.
I mean, I've liked all of this. You know, her and Selena Gomez, literally every song they've ever released, I like it. And, I have some news. Remind me of the news I have at the end. The Weeknd.
Oh, I got news to go with your news.
I
'cause
think
know
our
where
news
you're
is the
going.
same news. I think our news is the same news.
Mine's on top of your news.
Okay. Number 4 is The Weeknd with 31.8 billion.
Shout out to
Never
him.
heard it.
That's fucking
Canadian.
awesome.
By the way, that's
Yeah.
2 Canadians in the top 10 so far.
It's because he was at the Super Bowl last year.
Sure. Number 3, Ed Sheeran, 36 billion streams in 2022. That's insane. It's fucking August.
That's a lot of fucking
know-
streams.
Perfect is not my favorite. Neither is Shape of You, and neither is Castle on the Hill. My favorite one is what's the slow one?
The A-Team is the best one that Ed Sheeran ever made.
No, it's just I can't even fucking think of it. Now. Why do I always do this?
Is it the one who goes, that you were Van like something like that?
That sounds like perfect.
Oh, maybe it's
Yeah,
okay.
that was not what I was talking about. Hold on, everybody, be quiet. Let me think.
Here.
This is a great.
Was it
podcast.
a hit?
I want to get it. I don't want to Google it though. I want to get it on my own.
Thinking out
I don't
loud.
want you to tell me.
EJ's right. It's probably thinking out loud.
Knowing you till we're 70. That's my shit.
Is
It was
Thinking
thinking out loud.
All right.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love. I'm no Ed Sheeran, but that's my shit.
It's pretty good.
I sound just like him in the shower though.
This one's impressive. Number 2 with 36.4 billion. It's Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's worldwide though. Bad Bunny's a fucking international superstar.
Yeah.
We don't know about shit. We don't know shit about Bad Bunny in America, but internationally, that motherfucker is over.
Wild,
in,
eh?
in America, he's a bad motherfucking wrestler.
No, but if you think about it, the whole top 10 is all American. Well, people that we know. And I mean, we know who Bad Bunny is, but not like that.
Yeah, good for him.
Number 1 with 46.8, top of the charts.
Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac.
No, hold on. Let us guess. Come on. Who's the number 1 most streamed person?
Have you
Rocker?
said Drake already? Then it's Drake.
Think about who we've already went through.
It's definitely Drake.
The
Knife
third
Talk.
Canadian on the team, baby. It's our boy Drake.
Yeah, it's fucking Drake. Drake greater than Eminem all day, every day. I told
Dude,
you that.
it's only because of Knife Talk. I guarantee it. Being on fucking TikTok.
You want to hear some run-ups? J Balvin,
Never heard of her.
24.5 billion. Kanye West at 23.6.
Old Kanye is good Kanye.
Billie Eilish at 22.
There's Joey DeLorme in the chat talking about anal.
Bro, Juice WRLD, dead like 4 years, 21.6 billion. Coldplay, Triple X or XXX Tension, Dua Lipa, Imagine Dragons, Khalid. That's pretty impressive. That's good.
It's a lot of streams.
What's that good song from Khalid that I like?
I don't know. It's tough to know who Khalid is. There's DJ Khalid. There's Khalid. There's some
No, it's not DJ Khalid.
No,
it's not him.
Rucker, I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a good one. Oh fuck!
I'm assuming
They
that
did a remix to it also.
J Balvin is
Can we just
reggaeton.
talk? Can we just talk? It's not Location EJ. That's a good one too.
Holy shit! You went to Osheaga, Steph. That's crazy. I didn't know that was still a thing.
Send me your location. And...
So yeah,
who sings "It Goes Down in the DMs"?
that's gonna be Yo
Snapchat
Gotti.
that pussy.
Yo Gotti.
It's cool. That's a good song.
I like Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti's good.
Okay, so the thing I wanted to
Face down,
mention
eat that
before,
pussy.
our girl, right, that we love, she's cool for the summer.
Cool for the summer.
We kept an update on her over the last 2 years. Demi Lovato is officially
Oh boy.
chosen to go back to she/her pronouns.
I don't know what that means.
I think it means that she is full of shit, and that she
I thought she chose that a while ago though. I
No,
thought
she went
did
to she went to they them when her career was
that.
going
Yeah,
down.
then she came back.
She came back about 3 days ago.
Whatever, man. Leave the girl alone. She's
Yeah.
confused. She don't
So-
fucking know.
My news with her on top of your news is she came out, I think it was today, and she's trying to bring up again how that she dated Wilbur Valderrama.
Fez,
Who did?
She's trying to put that back out there.
what did
Who
they
dated him?
dated?
Yes.
So why?
Who?
cares?
He was 29, she was 15.
If you watch the Whitney comedy special, she talks about how she likes older men. And there's actually one point, this is during the first 15 minutes, that, I mean, I guess I'm a bitch and sometimes things aggravate me that people say, but she said when an older woman dates a younger guy, it's progressive for the younger guy. But when a younger woman dates an older man, even if they're both of consenting age, like a 29-year-old with a 50-year-old, it's creepy. But a 29-year-old guy with a 50-year-old woman is progressive. I don't think that's,
Rockhold hit it.
I don't know if that's a something that could be agreed on, especially in today's climate where gender is questionable. But how the fuck can that even be a thing? That a younger guy dating an older girl is progressive, but a younger girl dating an older guy is weird.
Well, different rules for different folks. That's the climate we live in.
We're all in agreement that it's different rules for different folks, and that it doesn't actually make sense, right?
It only
Yeah,
makes sense if it makes sense to
absolutely.
you. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, okay, I'm into that too. But the fact
Is
that
it legal?
it's a 29-year-old dating a 45-year-old is weird.
Yeah,
Apparently,
who gives a fuck then? They're not nobody. What other people eat don't make you shit. Who cares?
No, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's just that it bothers me when people say that it is a problem if it's a female.
Everybody's such a fucking busybody. Just mind your fucking business. Like, it's not bothering you. Who gives a fuck? You know what other people do? Mind your fucking business.
I agree with that.
That's a great way to live. This is my business. I'm gonna stay in it over here. Your business is over there. I don't give a fuck about your business. Your business isn't illegal. It's not like hurting kids. It's not killing anybody. Then you do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. The only thing I want you to do is pay attention at the fucking stoplight when it turns green. Other than that, mind your fucking business.
And hurry through the drive-through. Let's go.
Dude, you're right. Like, and that's what I've learned since being off social media is I stay in my own lane. I don't worry about what other people do. Let's be honest. Most people are stupid, are they not?
Oh yeah.
Most people are
dealing
stupid.
with two of them right now. You don't see me complaining.
Exactly. You know, you just roll with it.
No,
We're fucking stupid.
I get that, and I should let it go. I mean, I'm not saying that either of the other ones are weird. I'm just saying that when she says it on stage, like 20,000 people clap at it.
I mean, what's she wearing? Because it goes a long way. Like I can take some bullshit depending on what you're wearing.
Yeah, I get that, but to say that it's encouraged, but on the other side of things, it's creepy.
Oh, again, if it's illegal and underage,
But it's no.
Yes.
She said two people of age, let's say 25-year-old guy with a 45-year-old woman is progressive. Everybody claps. And a 25-year-old girl with a 45-year-old guy is creepy, and everybody claps. She didn't end off with going, "You guys are fucking idiots." It's the same fucking difference. She was just like, "Yeah, that's what it is."
What about 28 and 39?
Nothing wrong with it, dude.
Is that weird?
Honestly,
Depends on which way it goes. What if the guy's 28 and the girl's 39?
who cares?
Hey, none of my fucking business.
Good fucking Good answer.
Dude, one of my friends was...
If we were on Family Feud, I'd be like, good answer. Good answer.
One of my friends was 18. He was dating a 40-year-old. Dated her for like...
40-year-old?
Yeah. Or she was...
robbing the cradle.
She was like 36 when they met. He was 18, probably even 17. I mean...
That's illegal.
Yeah, it was illegal, but... Well, not here. But even then, like, once it was legal, it was totally fine. Nobody questioned it. And then if you do that the opposite way, apparently it's creepy.
Well, that segues into one of my topics.
Oh, yeah, we got those. Can we
So-
take a break first so I can go get another drink?
I guess.
All right, we'll take a break.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys doing that.
All right. We'll be back.
We're a great fucking tag team trio we are. We could go for the AEW trios titles.
We can.
They don't want none of this shit.
They don't. We
Oh.
beat the fuck out of them.
Catherine, stop naming names, and I'm not talking about them. All right.
Stop naming names, and I wasn't talking about that.
I literally
even though I'm
wasn't.
mad
I
that you
literally
named
was
them.
not talking about them. I wasn't. Anyways, we'll be back after this.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking on cooking the hot box, fucking on your bitch, shit, thought. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, bro. I don't trust nobody, grip the call up the gang and they come for ya. My bitch is bad and bougie, cooking up dope with the Uzi. My hit is a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. So my bitch is bad and bougie, cooking up dope with the Uzi. My hit is a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Willie Well. Rackets on rackets, got backings on backings. I'm riding around in a coupe. I take your bitch right from you. Bitch, I'm a dog. Beat the whole walls lows, then hop in the frog. I tell that bitch it can come for me. Swear all these hitters is under me. They hating the devil, keep jumping me. Bankrolls on me, keep me company. Hey, hated the most. Pull up and ghost. My diamond's a choker. Holding the fire with no holster. Break the roller, diamonds colder. It's a rolling, not a mule. Dabbing on them like the usual. Magic with the Brick through voodoo. Courtside with a bad bitch. Then I send that bitch an Uber. Young rich plus I'm bougie. Tryna make my life a movie. Raindrops, drop top. Smoking on cooking a hot box. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, thought. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, bruh. I don't trust nobody, grip the Call up the gang and they come for ya. From here, ever give you a my bitch is bad and bougie. Whipping up dope with the Uzi. My hit is a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bougie. Cooking up dope with the Uzi. My hit is a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Don't know nobody, on nobody. Always on the job, I got no hobbies. Got my city fucking with me, cause I'm home.
Like this song if you like vaginas. I also like vaginas. Watching porn, blowing on my dick like a basset horn. Jizz on your mom like a snowstorm. I've been fucking bitches since I was a newborn. Row your boat. Little barnacle is the fucking goat. I take a shit and then it floats. My jizz looking like some cream cheese toast.
I like Elmo cause he's red. I do not like whole wheat bread. I don't want to go to bed. Ball tires, they have no tread. A, B, C, D, E, F, Gilly. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, puppy. Q, R, S, T, U, vagina. W, X, Y, and a zebra.
Condom on the dick, looking like a Tic Tac. Got some lotion, rub it on my ball sack. Eat her ass like a flapjack in the whip, bumping Nickelback. Yeah, I like porn. 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 It makes my dick hard. It makes my dick hard. It makes my dick hard.
Fucking fire right there.
The fact that both of y'all like this is why I say Eminem's overrated.
I don't like Eminem.
Yeah, you do.
No.
If that wasn't Eminem, who was that? Fucking Skittles?
It was Lil Barnacle.
Reese's Pieces?
That was Krispy Kreme's little fucking cousin.
Krispy Kreme, you say?
Yeah, Froggy Fresh, motherfucker.
Krispy
Because your
Kreme.
boyfriend's a
Washington,
bitch.
the best rapper ever.
2012.
Wonder how many albums this guy sold.
We back up in this. Y'all already know. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all.
Rucker, I thought you were a fan of Krispy Kreme.
Rucker loves Krispy Kreme. Because your boyfriend's a bitch.
Especially when the hot light's on. It's the Atlanta thing. You wouldn't get it, Jay. I saw the look on your face.
I was like, oh, is this song called Hot Lights?
Jay, when you come to Atlanta, I'm taking you to Krispy Kreme.
The donut place?
Yes.
Okay, we had those for like a year here.
No,
It's way better than fucking Timmy's.
Jay, it's a difference. It's a difference from having them in a little fucking carton that they sell.
No, we had actual
and
Krispy
going to
Kreme
the
places.
Actual place.
Dude, we had places where
when
they
the
were
hot
on
lights on.
They were on conveyors going around and
Yeah.
shit like that. They gave you a couple while you were waiting in line. We had this.
Fucking melts in your mouth.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. How dare you?
I mean, for a donut's like
It's like the Drake of donuts. Okay, you said good like it was Eminem.
The best donut is still a 5 on 10 for food.
I don't even know what that means.
Donuts aren't that good.
How are they not that good?
What,
I don't know. There's something about
what are we
donut.
even doing here? Why would
I would always
Donuts aren't that good.
if we're talking about a round shaped
A pastry?
baked things, I would always choose a bagel over a donut.
Rucker likes cream melting in his mouth? Why we gotta make this dirty? You know, I just like Krispy Kreme. I like the fucking regular glazed donuts that are hot. They melt in your mouth because they're so fucking hot. You fucking bite it, you close your mouth, and shit just fucking like dissolves on your tongue. You don't even have to chew it. It's amazing.
They were really good for that, but what I was disappointed with Krispy Kreme is the ones that they give you free in the line are their best ones, which I think is a really good concept too. Because I always said that if I ever owned a restaurant, I always wanted to have like a little breakfast place. I would always give the people waiting in line the best product I have. But when it comes to Krispy Kreme, you buy your box of donuts, and unless you buy the 2 regular Krispy Kreme flavors, all their other donuts were absolute complete garbage.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about those. You go for the regular glazed donut,
So
the original glaze.
the other donuts shouldn't exist. There shouldn't be an option for me to have
Nobody
something
cares
that was,
about those.
but there shouldn't be an
I mean-
option for me to eat something that wasn't.
But they have to
Every
cater.
now and then they have like a cheesecake one during Christmas or something like that. It's really good. But for the most part, you go and you know what pisses me off about Krispy Kreme? Same thing that pisses me off about Five Guys. I go to Five Guys and I say, hey, can I get a small fry? And they put like 17 potatoes worth of fries in your bag. And you have to eat them all, right? You can't be wasteful. It's rude.
Like there are certain things I don't understand, right? People ordering anything other than a small fry at Five Guys because it's the same size as a large fry, really. And also, why would you ever get a drink that isn't a small at a fast
When
food
you're
joint in the
eating.
States? No, because it's free refills.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're eating in, yeah.
Yeah,
If you're eating in, yeah.
yeah.
But the thing that I don't like about Krispy Kreme that I was comparing to Five Guys, you'll go in and it'll be like, what can you get? What do you want? And I say, I just need 3 original glaze. And they're like, are you sure that's all you want? And I'm like, yeah. And I get to my truck
They're gone.
and they put 3 extra original fucking glaze in there. I'm like, bitch, I didn't want that. Now I have to eat 6 donuts instead of 3.
So they just
3 was pushing it, right?
They hook
Like,
you up with
3
freebies.
was enough.
Honestly, it
And
was
the
like a
bitch says
phenomenon
no.
here. It came here and there was lines down the street for it, and then it didn't survive. But you could still buy that crap at the store, and it's not the same at the store at all. Not at all. But speaking about weird ages and sex, Admire, what was your topic?
So there is a TikTok girl. Let me get her name so I can be accurate here. Her name is Kylie Strickland. Have you heard of her?
No.
I have to see what she looks like in a bikini to recognize her. Hold on.
She was very big on TikTok.
Cute.
Cute blonde, right? Would you concur?
Yeah, cute blonde. I concur.
She's 30 years old. And the thing with her is she was on a TikTok live with her friend. Her friend is another girl that's her age, 30 years oldish. And her friend had a couple kids, 10 years old, 11 years old. And Kylie showed them the goods.
Showed the kids the goods?
Oh,
Live
wow.
on TikTok.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah, that's rude.
And
She should go to jail.
Kylie's
Well,
in jail.
Jail.
She's in jail right now. But her friend that was in the same TikTok with her is standing up for her. And there's a whole TikTok movement standing up for her, saying, well, it probably made that kid's day.
I mean, it did, but that doesn't make it right.
Okay, the 10-year-old was a male?
Yes.
You know what? Okay, even
Again,
if it,
no.
hold on. Nobody. Okay, hear me out.
Can't do it.
Even if it made his day, okay, there is something that he didn't ask for that's going to be imprinted in his mind for the rest of his existence, and I think that's a big part of the problem, right?
Yeah, nobody's titties are ever gonna live up to
Right.
theirs now.
And the mom, her friend, is like,
You know, that wasn't where I was going with it, Rucker, but like,
Oh, my bad.
you know, I get it. Cause like, you know, you see like really hot teachers banging like 15-year-olds. And like, I get it, man. When I was 15, I wanted to bang my teacher, but I never did. Right. It was just like this like fantasy you had. I'm
But you
wondering.
would have.
Yeah, I would have. Absolutely. But I'm wondering if you do something like that, when you do get to the age, you know, when you do get into your early 30s or mid 30s, you start actually thinking about it and going, man, I wonder if my life was shaped differently because of that. Like, I feel like it's one of those forks in the roads that's why I do still think that underage guys having sex with older girls should still be protected by laws. Because as cool as it is,
I think you and EJ are saying the same thing. EJ said it might make him a sexual deviant.
yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, like you don't know, as cool as it is, right? Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna work. So
I mean, how different is that from girls that were like touched and molested and shit as a child? Like, it changes who they are too. So how could it not be the same when it's a guy that it's happening to from an older woman?
Okay, well, like this is the example I'm going to use. The guy might have wanted to bang his teacher, and he banged his teacher, right?
Okay.
Whereas a woman might not have wanted to have it.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
No, hold
You're
on. I'm just
saying
I'm just assuming that there's a big difference in those two. Now, a girl who would want to have it and a guy who would want to have it, I think it's the same difference.
Right. So that's kind of the point.
I have
that
a
people
question.
Go ahead.
We keep cutting that, Mar.
Yeah,
I
fuck
did
you
the
guys.
same
I mean,
thing.
he didn't fucking talk anyway. Like whatever.
Hey,
His
Joey.
internet's gonna die in a minute. It's fine.
Remember this shit, Joey.
How do you know the guy wanted it? What if
no,
the
I'm-
pressure's on him, right? Like you, Jay, you're a 15-year-old kid. You got a 30-year-old teacher, and she's after you, right? You know what the pressure is gonna be.
Okay,
if
no,
you don't
but
do
I'm-
something about it, whether you want to or not, and then everybody hears about it, you're the biggest fucking, pardon my French, you're the biggest queer in school now. Right?
Queer? Why? You're cool.
Well, nowadays, yeah, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Like word gets out that the hot teacher fucking came onto you and you turned her down.
Oh,
'cause you
turned
didn't
her
want
down.
to.
Sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
hear that part. Yeah.
Yeah. You turned her down. So the pressure's on you whether you want to or not. And now you're doing something that you don't want to do.
Okay, well that's
just because of social pressure and anxiety. That's no different than a fucking. It's no different.
No, I know. I'm in 100% agreement with you. I'm saying that like an underage consensual male or an underage consensual female having sex with somebody, like, put it this way, and I mean, I might get some grief for this, but like if a 16-year-old girl has sex with a 20-year-old guy, right, and they're like peers, and it's all consensual, I don't look at that the same way I would look at a teacher who's 20 having consensual sex with a 16-year-old student. I think there is a difference because of the whole teacher student and authority,
The
and
power.
the power. But I'm saying a male who's 100% wanting to have sex with his teacher and a female who's 100% wanting to have sex with his teacher, I see no difference because of sex and how that would affect. Well, you know what? I don't know. I'm not a female. I just think that like to be fair, I think it's the same thing. And then also, if a guy doesn't want to have sex with a teacher and a girl doesn't want to have sex with a teacher and they end up doing it, same effect. I think the guys, like, as much as we say, like, oh, dude, like that 15-year-old who banged two of his teachers at the same time, like, we look at him like he's a hero, and he might have wanted to do it, but when he's 30, his whole life was shaped differently.
Yeah,
That's
he's
his,
a sexual deviant at that point.
I mean, he might
That's
not
his Al
even be. He
Bundy
might be.
fucking 5 touchdown in high school game. Like he's gonna be talking about that for the rest of his life. May not go anywhere. May sell fucking shoes the rest of his life. But you know what? He scored 5 touchdowns one time.
But
that's all that is.
I feel like it's going to be a fork in his life, whether it's positive or negative. It's still a fork, and that's why I think that underage sex is something that needs to be protected. But you know what?
Oh my god!
But
I have a
Rucker just
question
said something that
about
made a good
donuts
point,
earlier.
though. Is there any negative ramifications for a young male that has sex with his teacher?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Compared to a young female that has sex with a male teacher.
Both wanted to do it. Both students wanted to do it. I think if both students wanted to do it, and let's just say it doesn't become like a social thing after, they just do it. Nobody knows about it in both situations. I think it's an equal playing field. But
But I'll take a play from the book that you just said. Is, you know, the guy will get the high fives and the accolades for it,
but
the
nobody
girl
knows.
can-
I'm saying nobody knows.
But the girl, even if she consented, it's still going to be, well, she didn't know what she was doing.
Okay, but I'm
You know,
saying nobody finds out about it though. That's what I'm saying.
that's a different story.
I'm saying that you go through your life and you're somebody who had sex at 16 with a 30-year-old, whether it's teacher or anything.
You know,
I think it's gonna. I think there's things that are going to change in your mind, because there's a difference between you know when I came to this realization is when I forget what I was reading. I think I was reading like a Reddit thing, and a guy was like, it's really weird that when I was 15 and 16 years old, I looked at kiddie porn by law because I didn't like looking at people that were older than me having sex. I was trying to find people my age having sex. And if you think about it, that makes a lot of sense, because when you are 15, 16, you kind of want to bang girls in your class, right? You don't necessarily want to bang 30.
I
or
will
40.
defend you on that. You're right.
You know, you kind of want to see girls your age. You don't want to see girls older than you. Just like when you're 70, I doubt you're watching 70-year-old porn. You're probably watching, you know, younger girls have sex. So when you're 15, 16,
You want to see people your age.
you want to see people your age. So it gets a little gray there. I understand that, you know. But I don't know. Like a lot of people say, and I probably joked about it too. When a guy has sex with an older girl, it's awesome. But I still think that there's long-term effects on it.
I can remember in high school, we had a algebra 2 teacher. Her name was Miss Latham. And we had a BPE teacher named Miss Horton. Miss Horton was the head cheerleading teacher.
They both sound hot.
Miss Horton was hot, right? But
Keep
she was
going.
like she was
Keep
like
going.
35, 40-ish, you know? She was
Yeah.
hot for stop it. Not that
Come
that's
on.
old, but like for us it
Yeah.
was old, right? Like you could tell Miss Horton was kind of, I don't want to say weathered, but you know, she was older.
Yeah.
And then Miss Latham comes along. She's like in her mid-20s. And all the guys like, man, Miss Latham, Miss Horton, blah, blah, blah. Nobody bats an eye. But then you go to gym class and you got Coach Brotemarkle, who's like the 25-year-old girls soccer coach. And all the girls are fucking fawning over him. And I could remember like one girl in particular, Rachel. She was just like, Coach Brotemarkle so hot. And people made fun of her so bad. And it was just like the same people that were sitting there lusting over Miss Latham earlier or making fun of Rachel now because she finds an older guy hot. And that's the difference. That's the double standard in all of it. And and it goes both ways. Like I think girls get a bad rap for wanting something like that, but then they get protected, I guess, more than the guys do when it happens.
Yeah.
And I think both double standards are wrong. I think
Oh,
girls
yeah.
should be equally as free to fucking like whatever they want, and guys should be equally as protected versus like literal predators when it comes to older people.
Dude, I had a chick, this girl, I used to date her, or you know, we were going out, whatever, off and on through 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, like the whole shit. And she actually dumped me one year because she wasn't in love with me. She was in love with Coach Elms.
Oh no. It's rough.
I don't know if they ever did anything, but like that's
She put the
how
in ohms.
So
like it's weird that like
That was corny. I'm sorry.
well, no, I have a pretty good story too. I had a recent discussion, you know, late night discussion with somebody that me and my wife know, and I really respect their opinion. Like they're extremely smart, and they know what's going on with the young kids because they work in that system. But long story short, just in passing, because we were looking through old yearbooks, I had mentioned that when we were in 8th grade, right, which is second year of high school, I remember when when all the youngest kids in 7th grade, 1 year younger, so I'm like 13, they're 12, or I'm 14, they're 13, they would come in, and I remember a bunch of us sitting at a table jokingly drafting girls, going, she's going to be hot when she's older. That one's going to be hot when she's older, yada, 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 right? And the person I was having this conversation with was like, wow, that's really fucked up. And I said, yeah, I guess looking back at it, it's pretty fucked up, right? Because we were judging them on looks and this, that, and the other. But then I remember, and I shared this story with him, that when we were in the graduating class, when we were 17, I remember there was a few guys that just came into the school that were 13 or 12. And I remember in like my gym class, we would share, the graduating class with the incoming class. And I remember girls in my class being like, that guy's going to be super fucking hot. And they would chase him around, 2 or 3 of the guys. And I was surprised to hear, well, that's different. And I'm going, well, it's a 17-year-old girl chasing after a 12-year-old boy versus a 14-year-old boy saying that 13-year-old girl is going to be hot when she's older. Not doing anything about it, not chasing her down, not bullying her. And it was like, no. That's perfectly okay. And I was just sitting there going, yeah, that's the world we're in right now.
Times they are a changing.
A little bit different. I mean, I think both are weird, but at the end of the day, I think both are natural too.
Yeah, I mean, we all hit 38. Now it's fucking weird as fuck for everything.
No, but I mean, dude, like, let's be honest, okay? There's natural urges of human beings, right? I mean, there just is. I mean, I hear the argument now. They go, oh, men have to respect the way that women's hormones work, with periods, with emotions, with this and the other. But I mean, listen, the joke is always made. Guys are fucking horny, right? What's that horniness caused from our brain? No, it's fucking hormones. So if we have to respect the hormone, you have to respect the hormone. Yeah, we shouldn't act on it, but neither should you. So when you're being a crazy fucking bitch, right, and freaking out, and we tell you to calm the fuck down, that's the same thing as you saying, no, I'm not going to fuck you tonight. I mean, really, let's be honest.
Right. So like the whole thing for me, like we talk about all this young shit that happened. If you bring it into our age now, if you go to, the drag bar or a drag show or even a male strip show, who's the horniest people out there? The old women. They're out there grabbing dicks.
You say Admire?
Yeah. He's the one going to all these fucking shows.
No, but like, have you heard about women going to like the Thunder Down Under these days?
I mean, but so here's the thing.
I feel like they're partying more than being creepy, though.
No, I think so. This is a delicate situation, right? I feel like a female stripper doesn't want a bunch of guys grabbing and touching on her, like trying to shove their fingers in places and shit, right? So it's more frowned upon. I feel like a male stripper has a bunch of women like grabbing on him. He's like, whatever, like, yeah, tug it. Okay,
that's sexist of you.
No, that's the truth. Because if you were a male stripper and a bunch of women were grabbing your dick, you wouldn't.
No, we're
care.
not talking about me. We're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 3 people on here. You'd be cool with it, Jay. You'd be cool with it too, right or wrong?
You know what? To tell you the truth, I've been in situations where.
No, you've not.
No, hold on. I have been in situations where I've.
Oh, you're a victim denier.
No, but hold on. I have been in situations where I've really.
Fuck off, Ed, Mike.
And you know what? I bet you both of you could. I bet you everybody, men and women, could agree to this. I've been in situations where I'm not into the other person, and we're not there to like date or anything, but the other person is just like really forward with things, thinking that you would like it, and like, if it was somebody else, you might even like it. But like,
yeah, I know exactly.
It's kind of just like this, like too easy thing where you're like they walk by you and they grab your dick. And they're like, I'm gonna fuck you later, and you have nothing to say about it. And you're like, well,
I feel used.
Like you're like,
if watch SmackDown when I get
like
home.
if I don't drink 20 beers, I'm not gonna be into this, So I don't know. It's a weird world we live in.
So back to the original topic, Jay, you have younger kids. Rucker, you have Trey, who's coming up as a young man. Would you be offended if a 30-year-old chick just went, check out my tits? Would you be offended for your son?
Yeah, I mean that's wrong. Yeah, I would be. I'm sure he'd fucking high five his friends about it, but
I think there's context.
As a parent, no, don't fucking do no shit like that. I mean, like, we go to the pool in my neighborhood, right? And like, he's at that age now where he's looking at stuff, probably more than likely. And like, none of the moms have clothes on. Like, everybody's in a thong bikini.
Blame that
And
shit
it's
on
just
Lizzo.
like-
No, but
It's
the
like,
thing,
I mean, that's the way of the world right now. Like, everybody's fucking body
Body
positive,
positive.
blah blah blah, right?
Thank
But
you.
at the same time, like, I don't need your ass cheeks in my kid's face.
well, I don't.
Again,
I don't think
What
they're
we
body
talked
positive.
about over a year ago, fucking time and place for everything. I don't think the time and place for your ass cheeks to be out is when there's a bunch of kids around.
Not
I don't.
10-year-olds. Not 10-year-olds. I mean, the kid's, 17, 18 years old, and I don't know. I mean, I could see a context where it's not the same, but even then, it's
Marshmallow says kids are impressionable. If you flash them your tits, they're going to think that it's okay to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you show a little 10-year-old kid your titties, he's going to think that every girl's supposed to show him titties. And as EJ said earlier, then he becomes a sexual deviant. And now that's what he wants all the time. Like, I remember my mom's friend showing me her boobs, show me yours. And the girl's like, no. Next thing you know, he's trying to rip her fucking shirt off.
Yeah, no, you're right. The body positivity, though, I don't believe in that for a fucking heartbeat. I don't think that's a
real
trend.
quick, some touch-up notes. When we talked about donuts, I wanted to say this. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Who the fuck decided that when you cut bagels, you don't cut it all the way through? That's the most annoying fucking thing.
Who doesn't
in the
cut it all the
world.
way through?
Yeah.
Have you bought bagels before, like in a bag at the grocery store?
If your bagels are cut, you're buying the wrong bagels. And you shouldn't buy bagels from a grocery store.
Bagels should be
Why
cut
not?
every time.
Y'all.
Yeah, they're cut, but you still have to rip the rest of them apart, and it's fucking annoying.
I know what you mean, though. There's like this little like inch at the end that they keep. But here's the thing you gotta understand. You might think poutine is the best thing you get when you come to Quebec. It is not. It is our Montreal bagels. There's 2 spots in Montreal where you get a bagel, you don't put anything on it, you eat it right out of the fucking oven. It's delicious.
So you eat like a biscuit?
No, it's a fucking bagel.
You don't put cream cheese on it.
You don't even need to.
I don't know. That's
Like
gross.
you do.
Bagels are
You
so
do.
dry. Bagels
Dude,
are so dry.
No.
Dude, I will bet you right now that a Cheddar Bay biscuit beats any bagel you've had.
How much you want to bet? You want to bet a trip?
Yeah,
You're
because
crazy.
it sounds like a biscuit.
No, it's literally a bagel, a sesame bagel. It's
I don't know. All I know is fucking cheddar biscuits at Red Lobster. There's no bagel in Canada that's gonna beat those
hold on.
at all. Hot cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you what our bagel.
Oh, you can show me pictures all
Yeah.
day.
This is what our bagel looks like,
It looks like Vecna.
It looks like a worn out asshole.
bro. I'm telling you right now.
What is this shit?
I'm telling you
That
right
doesn't
now,
look appealing.
dude.
Today I learned that Canada doesn't have shit for
Bro,
food.
it's not Canada, man. It's fucking Montreal. Look,
I was
these.
today years old when I realized that Canada's bagels are trash. They're like M&M wrapping.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, if you guys ever come up, I swear to God, I bet you if you leave, you will say
I bet I'll come to Canada before you come back to America.
you will say this. You will say the beer, the poutine, decent, but the bagels. The bagels. And there's only one spot in the whole city you can go and get these. One spot.
Other question I had, did I miss the memo of like, was there a worldwide memo that says if you're the first person in line at the stoplight, it is your civic duty to not be paying attention to the light turning green?
So
I know I drive more than the average person, so I'm in my truck more, and this happens to me more. But I feel like 8 times a day I have to blow my horn and tell a motherfucker to go.
You got a theory for this, Admar?
do you want a new bit for the show?
Yeah.
I will take my first Patreon check and I will buy a train horn for my Jeep, and I will just make a complete bit out of me just train horning people that sit there.
Okay, but you got to be
I have
second
an
in
air
line.
horn in my truck that I use sometimes that I'll just hit, and then people will flip me off
No,
because they're not paying attention.
this
so
is
they
going to
flip
be
me
true
off.
train horn, like blow your fucking eardrums out if you're not paying attention.
Okay, but here's
I
the
think
thing.
you should get one of those. I think you should get one of those old school horns. You should get that one.
The you gotta count how many middle fingers you get. This is my theory behind this, is that when you are the first in line, you're the one who made the decision to stop at a yellow, right?
True.
So
True
you stop there. When you're not first in line or second, when you're like 6 back and the front guy ain't moving, you literally came into a red light. So you already have this frame of mind that is different from the person in the front of the line. The person in the front of the line, let's be honest, probably everybody behind them is doing the same shit. They're probably either changing radio stations or they're looking down at their phone. The difference is that the light is at the top of their vision, whereas the bumper of the car in front of you and their lights are at the bottom of yours. So they're in your peripheral. Now I'm not standing up for the guy in the front line, but I think everybody in line is doing the same fucking problem. But the guy in the front of the line has the biggest responsibility to not look at his phone and look up.
Yeah, he should be going when it's
he should be the leader. Yes,
'Cause I was ready to cuss you out halfway through that, but you brought it home at the end.
Yeah, no,
you got the biggest responsibility. You're the front of the fucking line.
Yeah,
we're all waiting on you. You know who gets fucked? Leo gets. Okay, you know who gets fucked? The guy. The sixth guy in line, that's usually me.
Yeah, because that sixth guy's got to he's got to sit through a second red light, but he's also the first in line the next time and had to make the decision at the yellow and then also be responsible for the new red.
But worse than that, the sixth guy in line, me, is usually the motherfucker that blows the horn because nobody else is paying attention. And then they all make the fucking light and then I miss it.
I don't think they're not paying attention.
Then you miss it.
I feel like in the line at the red light, when somebody doesn't go, the responsibility lays on car 3. Not car 2, car 3. Because car 3...
The responsibility lays on the
car
motherfucker
1.
that's at the
Okay,
front.
no, sorry. If car 1 doesn't go, right, the responsibility for the honk is not in car 2. It's on car 3. Because
my honks change. At the beginning of the day, I'm like, beep. By the end of the day, I hit that fucking string I got up here. Like, fucking go.
There's
you
legitimately
cocksucker.
there's
That's what I'm
legitimate
saying.
there's a legitimate horn language, right? You can tell if it's a double tap, or one little tap, and then there's laying on the horn.
Hey, pay attention.
There's laying on the horn, and then there's like the double long one.
That one says cunt.
My favorite though, I found the rudest, is the long hole. Just the
I've done that one where I lay on the horn the whole way through the fucking light.
Like 20
Just
seconds of horn.
Just to let you know you are the biggest cocksucker on the road right now. Like, put your phone down. Instagram will be there when you get home. Okay. You're the first guy in the line. Pay attention. We've all waited at this light 3 revolutions now, this shit, because the light goes quick. And you're finally at the front and you're not paying attention. Bitch, please. It should be legal for me, as long as I go to class for it, to shoot your tires out when you do stuff. Like
come
that.
on.
But what about the opposite side of it? Don't you hate being that one that's on your phone and everybody starts honking at you?
I've been there.
I don't do that.
You've done it in your life.
Bullshit.
No.
As much
I don't
as you're on
fuck with my-
Instagram, you've been
I
there.
try I make it a point to not mess with my phone when I'm driving, especially when my kids are in the car. Especially when my kids are in
I
the
will
car.
give you
I try my
that.
best not to. I try my best not to mess with my phone when I'm driving, even when I'm by myself. Like, I try to make it a habit to not do it. You know why? Because I get so pissed off at other. When you're on the highway and it's 70 miles per hour and the motherfucker's doing 52, and you can see them sitting in their fucking car like this and they're driving, it's the most annoying fucking thing in the world. Just pull over.
You know, red lights are annoying, but the 4-way stop with the double lanes. So 2 lanes in each direction, 4-way stop. I feel like there's always one motherfucker who you
That doesn't know.
No, but you know that he was there first. He was there before the other 3 sitting there, and they wave you on. I feel like the way that it should be done is if they wave you on and you go, they give up their spot till the back of the line.
So they should be next.
No, they shouldn't be next. They should be
They
last.
give up their spot. They should be next.
No, because it fucks everybody up. Because everybody gets to the stop and they go, okay, no, white car was 4th, right? The other 3 know that white car was first. They know they're supposed to go. They say blue, go ahead. Blue goes ahead, and then if white goes, it's all fucked up. White has to wait to the end. It's the only way it works. Or getting to a 4-way stop or a 2-way stop where the guy's been there for like 3 seconds and they still wave you on. It drives me nuts.
Up in Canada, do you guys have roundabouts?
Yeah, we do.
Oh God, that's the worst down here.
Oh, no, we're good
Because
here.
Roundabouts are fucking a new technology down here, and these people don't know how to navigate them.
Bro, you cannot slow down in a roundabout. You just go.
They slam on their brakes. They fucking wave people around. Like, oh fuck.
Bro, I was in a 4-lane roundabout in England 3 hours after landing in London. That shit is fucked up. You're switching lanes in a roundabout, going the opposite way on the other side of the car. Messed up.
There's an exit to get to my job where you get off on 285 on Atlanta Road. The very far right lane, there's a left lane that goes left. There's a middle lane that goes left or straight. There's a right lane that goes right, and then there's a far right lane that goes right. The far right lane, big fucking sign says keep moving. Do not stop. You know what motherfuckers do? They drive right in front of the goddamn sign and they stop.
Wait, they stop
And they
in the
turn and
roundabout?
start fucking. It's not a roundabout, it's an
Oh.
exit. But you have your own lane to fucking go and then merge into traffic.
Okay.
And the sign says keep moving. They stop right in front of the sign that says keep moving and they fucking look. What are you looking at, dipshit? There's no fucking traffic coming right there. Just goddamn go.
This is what I want. I want a Patreon night of Rucker driving the work truck and
Oh.
just yelling at people.
Oh, you if you've ever been on the phone with me while I'm at work, there's some language that comes out of my mouth that
Bro.
you probably would not know that I'm Christian.
Admire, have you ever experienced Rucker calling you from work?
Once or twice.
Okay. I love talking to Chris. Right? But I will say this. I'm at work. There's a bunch of loud sounds on my end. This motherfucker's got his stupid ear pod in, right? And he's in like the loudest environments. And I can never tell if he's talking to me or talking to other people. He's like, yo, Jay, so I went on to this place and I was at this bar. Yo, motherfucker, come sign the paper. Like, just like, what's going on? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to them? I could barely hear you. I got to be like, yeah.
Whatever.
It's a
That's
tough
the best fucking time talking to me when I'm at work. You hear me fucking cussing out customers all the time.
It's funny. Everything's, what's up, motherfucker? Nah, fuck that shit. Come grab this.
Call people. I think I was talking to Jay one time when I told the owner of a fucking restaurant that he was a cocksucker. Didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And Jay's like, who you talking to? I'm like, the owner.
Yeah. And good times. Good times.
Yeah. That's it, man. We ran long.
Yeah, look at us. What we don't
I
do on a
posted
Monday,
this-
we make up for on a Thursday.
I posted the Zoom link in the chat. So if you want to come to the Zoom.
The chat where?
After party.
The Patreon?
Oh, in the Patreon chat. Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh, wait. Let me go to the Patreon. And I'll post it in there. Because I don't think it came through on the YouTube thing. I don't think it's a clickable link there. But yeah, we're gonna hang out. At least Jay and Admire. I'm probably going to bed.
No, I'll be around for a bit. I'll be around for a little bit. Got a couple.
I'll be
beers.
around
See if I
for
can
a-
figure this out. Text,
For a minute.
Tell us.
You're leaving?
Who, me?
You said a minute.
Yeah, I'll be around for a minute, but I got lingerie over there.
Oh, gay.
You got lingerie. Who's Ray?
Russell.
Tara. Oh, Andre's in town.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, let's walk us out. We'll be back. Are we back Monday?
I think
Yes.
I think I could make it Monday, but I'm definitely here not next Thursday.
Okay, I'm here Monday. I can't be here Thursday.
Big AMA session with Rucker next week.
If he does it, pay him extra.
I'll do it on my phone. I know I can do Patron on my phone.
Yeah, I think you can go Petron Live on your phone.
Yeah, I'll just sit on my couch on Thursday and fucking watch NFL preseason football and talk to everybody that pays for it.
Yeah,
And they can ask questions and I'll answer them.
I'll be posting some lenses. I'll be away Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I'll be fucking around for sure.
Same.
I'll be
I'll
definitely-
post some from
Tune in.
vacation.
Tune into the lenses next week because I'll definitely be posting something from Vegas.
Fuck yeah, I gotta piss, boys. Let's go.
Wicked pisser.